Herzlich willkommen am Montagabend zu einer weiteren verschnupften Session Dreamfall The Longest Journey. Mal gucken, wie weit wir heute kommen.
Benrime?
So, child, did you find that person you were looking for last evening?
What? Oh, no, No.
What's the matter? You seem distracted.
I'm okay, Benrime.
All right. Well, the day is getting on. If there's anything you need, come see me.
Actually, Benrime, there is something. I'm confused.
About what, child?
I'm not sure what to do, and I'd appreciate your advice.
I see. Well, child, I'll do the best I can, though I'm no wise woman. What's wrong?
I think something's going on, something potentially bad. Something involving the balance between the twin worlds.
Ah. Does this have anything to do with that nice young woman from Stark? Zoe, was it?
It may. It does, but I can't tell you all the details. I don't even understand what's going on. I'm just worried that I might be involved somehow.
I see, and you would prefer not to be involved.
I've done my share for the balance, and I have more pressing concerns. People depend on me.
Yes, they do, but that is no excuse.
I'm not looking for excuses. I'm looking for answers. I need to know what I'm supposed to do this time.
Such answers aren't always easy to come by, April. Often we have to rely on faith alone to carry us through. Still, I understand that you want something more concrete than that, April. Very well. Here's my advice. You must speak with the Guardian of the Balance.
I've thought the same thing, but it's impossible. I can't shift anymore, and even if I could, the Guardian's realm is closed to me.
Maybe so, and maybe not. There is someone out there who might be able to help you.
Who?
An old friend of yours. The White of the Drake kin. The White Dragon.
You're right. If anyone can help me contact the Guardian, it's her. But I don't know where she is. She vanished just after she was born.
You are April Ryan. I'm certain that someone in this city can help you locate her. Have faith in yourself, and in the balance.
I had faith once, Benrime. Look where it got me. What's left of the person I used to be?
I still see the same girl who walked through that door a decade past.
I'm not her anymore. I don't even remember what she was like. Now I'm just...
Well, I'll be damned. April bloody Ryan. I can't believe it.
Who? Brian? Brian Westhouse?
The very same. God damn, I can't believe it's you. How the hell are you?
Ähm, ähm,
What are you doing here? I thought you were dead.
Likewise. You don't seem particularly pleased to see me again.
I'm surprised is all. Where have you been?
Oh, here and there. I've done a fair bit of traveling. Well, more than a fair bit, to be honest. I rarely stayed in one place for more than a month. I guess the Tyrant invasion got me thinking about the world outside of Mercuria and life outside of the bottle. You could call it an awakening of sorts.
How did you manage to escape the Tyrant?
Blind luck. First off, stupid critters didn't find my house, and a couple of days later, a dinghy passed by and I was spotted. The captain gave me passage all the way to Coruscant. From there on out, I hitched a ride. Why do I have this feeling you're interrogating me?
Because I am. I have to be careful, and bumping into you like this... It's easy to get paranoid and to be suspicious of coincidences. I don't believe in them.
I used to think that fate and destiny was a load of hogwash. But I know better now. There's a reason we met today, April Ryan. But I don't think you have anything to worry about. If I'm here for a reason, it's to help you.
So what are you doing at the Journeyman?
Just revisiting old haunts. And hoping to score a cup of Ben Rime's mulled wine, of course. How about yourself?
Same thing. I'm in the city for only a few days.
Well, even more fortuitous that we bumped into each other then.
So you've been traveling for the past decade?
I have, and I intend to keep traveling for the next decade or two, as long as I have my health. This world is fascinating.
You look so much better since the last time I met you. Younger, healthier, happier.
I do feel fantastic. I was bitter and angry back then. Angry at myself, at being stuck in this world. Now I don't see Arcadia as a prison anymore. I see it as an opportunity to grow and learn and experience. I'd forgotten why I crossed the divide in the first place. I wanted to go where few had gone, where there were still untrodden paths. Losing my home, being forced to run, it was certainly an awakening, and one I sorely needed.
Speaking of coincidences, maybe you can help me with something.
Absolutely. What do you need?
There's something going on, something that may be affecting both worlds.
Why, Ms. Ryan, you seem to get drawn into these things every time. Can you be any more specific?
It's more a feeling than anything else, so I need to confirm my suspicions. Or, preferably, disprove them. I need to speak with the Guardian.
Who better to tell you if anything's happening with the balance? So, why not just shift there?
I can't. I've lost the power to shift. But it was never that easy to get to the Guardian's realm in the first place. So to find the Guardian, I need a little help from someone else. The White Dragon.
Oh, yes. I'd imagine she could give you some pointers.
The problem is, I don't know where to find her. She could be anywhere.
Not so. I may know where to find her. I met a fellow traveler, a Dolmari from the Rose Court, actually, on a ship from Gien to Irhad not long ago. He told me he'd been to the Dark People's Library. Not many people are allowed there, and it was a great privilege. While he was there, however, he said that he was introduced to a pale, white-haired woman who introduced herself as the White of the Draken. Now, I don't know if she's still there or how you'll get to the Dark People's City, but it should at least get you on the right path.
It does. Thank you, Brian. This is very helpful. It was good seeing you again. Are you staying long?
Another week, perhaps. Enough time to visit friends and pick up some things that I can't get elsewhere in this world. Then it's off to sea again. I've been thinking about heading east, perhaps convincing a whale rider to take me along on a hunt.
Sounds exciting. Take care, Brian.
And you, Ms. Ryan? April. Now, I have business with the innkeeper. So, how about it, Ben Rime? Do you have a cup or four of your mulled wine to spare for an old drunkard?
As I remember it, Westhouse, you still owe me money on your tab from before the war.
My God, you have the memory of a stickman. Ms. Salmon, I've honestly missed this place. Hell, you're probably right. I owed a lot of people money back then. Seeing as I'm still a bit short on cash, you'll have to add this to my tab. But I'm coming into some gold tomorrow. Old debts repaid, so I'll settle it then.
That'll be the day the Azadi decide to just up and leave. Money first. Mulled wine after.
You're a tough woman, and I respect that. I have to tell you about this tavern I visited in a town near Altaban. Which turned out to be fermented pig's blood. he he couldn't stand up straight for 3 days.
Southlanders. So you have visited Altaban and Mount Terba.
I've been further south still, to the Capes and beyond. I tell you, if you think the winter here is harsh, you should count your lucky stars. There are lands beyond the South Sea that are frozen through both winter and summer. The sun is as cold as the moon down there.
Well, I do not intend to leave Marcuria. There's enough foreigners here, no need to travel for months to find more of them.
Benrime. She's the one thing in my life that hasn't changed in the past decade. Benrime's burned all the forbidden books, and she's bought a bunch of Azadi-approved ones. No one reads those. Benrime had to install these Azadi beer taps to avoid unwanted detention. She needs to stay on friendly terms with the enemy.
I'm sure you will find the white of the kin. You are April Ryan, after all.
Heard any news lately, Benrime?
I hear the Azadi emissary is worried about rebel attacks on deliveries from the north. They still haven't finished construction on that dreadful tower of theirs. I understand that their empresses, the Six, are arriving for the inauguration. It would probably be a bad blow to the emissary if the tower isn't finished by then.
Good. We'll do our best to ensure that the tower remains unfinished. What do you make of Naane? She's not been with us long, but she has proven to be an invaluable asset.
An asset? Is this what you call your compatriots? I have not spoken with her much, but she is a skilled artisan. Her magic is strong.
I think she wants to ensure that the Azadi don't proceed any further east. I believe her family holds a high position in the Irhad.
It would make sense for the Sun Empire to rally their armies now, to halt the expansion. But I think the Emperor still hopes for a peaceful solution.
The Six will never accept the hand of a Domari ruler. Does the Rose Court think that the Azadi will grant them exemption from their ban on magic? It's naive. And it's dangerous.
So it is. But all we can do is plead with them to see reason. If more Irhadians do what Nane has done, we might change the course of this war.
Have you spoken to Chawan about the charms?
I did. And they've already been loaded onto the ship. I believe there were 50 of them, enough to get you through the winter. Shawan seems to have changed this past year. There's less anger in him. He seems more concerned with delivering the supplies than murdering Azadi.
I think he's found some peace in the swamplands. And there's a woman, Ayela.
Ah, I see. It is time he left his past behind. To mourn so many for so long.
If anyone has the right to stay angry, it's him. The Azadi took everything from him, killed everyone he loved, enslaved him, and forced him to join their army.
And yet he decides to leave his anger behind and forge a new life for himself. Maybe you have something to learn from him, April.
I'm not him, Benrime. We all find peace in different ways.
And some not at all.
Thanks for letting us stay here. I know you're taking a big risk by doing that.
I accepted that risk a long time ago, April. I could not simply stand idly by and let the Azadi terrorize my friends and customers. This is my small way of helping the rebels. I'm more useful here than I would be with a sword. I just hope that my contribution will have some effect, and that one day our city and peoples will be free again.
I hope Bryn hasn't caused any trouble for you. He's a bit hot-headed.
Bryn is a lovely boy. He's been courteous and sweet. He absolutely adores you, April. I hope you realize how much you mean to him.
I saved his life. Or at least I gave him one. He was orphaned and there was no one to look after him.
You did a good thing. But when you save someone's life, especially a child's life, you are also taking responsibility for that life. You may not care much for your own life anymore, April. But for his sake, you need to take care. You need to find something to live for again.
I have something to live for. Revenge.
Revenge is not enough. And it's just another excuse. So the Azadi have murdered friends and loved ones. For that they must pay. But that is not something to live for, April. Nor is it something to die for. What happens when the enemy is banished? What then?
There's no point thinking that far ahead. You should come east with us, Benrime. You'll be safe there, and your skills are needed.
They are needed here, too. And I do not want to abandon my inn or my customers. Also, fewer and fewer are willing to deal with non-humans. If I leave, who leaves next? Soon the city will not only belong to the enemy, it will be populated by the Azadi alone. What then of Old Town and its inhabitants? If no one's left to speak up, I fear the Azadi will simply burn it to the ground, together with everyone inside. So no, April. I need to stay here. This is where I'm needed the most.
Any other news I should know about?
Apparently, with so many soldiers tied up in skirmishes in the north and the east, there will be another contingent coming to the city soon. I've heard that it may contain several thousand soldiers. That would obviously make life more difficult for the rebels.
They're not used to the terrain, the woodlands, and the cold. They can send their whole empire for all I care. They will still fail.
I hope you're right, April. Still, it's never a good idea to tempt fate.
Have you heard any other news?
Nothing you do not already know, April.
Have you heard any other news?
Nothing you do not already know, April.
Na gut.
I should be on my way.
Very well. Be careful, and may the balance be with you.
Ryan Westhouse, looking younger and healthier than he did 10 years ago.
I hope to see you again soon, Ms. Ryan. Best of luck to you.
Cold Stone Gate. That tunnel leads to the West City. The Azadi are keeping a tight rein on the traffic. They're afraid of terrorist actions.
Visit Roper's Spells and Filtress for premium quality potions, magical ingredients, and made-to-order charms.
Oh nein.
Potions, herbs, curiously shaped cookies, potions, herbs, curiously shaped cookies, everything a wizard, witch, or warlock may require, using only the finest organic ingredients, elguarden bladders, rat tails, dung.
Wow.
They've kept the blue flame burning here in Old Town for 1,000 years, apparently.
Curiously
It didn't
shaped
even go out when the
cookies.
Tyrant held the city. Wait, that man. He looks very familiar. Why am I thinking of moving stairways? Good God, Roper Clax.
At your service, milady. What may I do for... Wait. I know you. Where do I know you from? April. April Ryan.
Oh, well...
How lovely to see you.
Say what?
It's been too long, my dear. Too long.
Yeah, I guess it's been Long.
What have you been up to?
This and that.
How lovely. Me? I'm rehabilitated.
Rehabilitated? How so?
Being soundly walloped by you was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Really?
Oh, yes. It gave me perspective, time to think. When I finally escaped that confounding device, I joined WWWA. Wicked Witches and Warlocks Anonymous. It's a marvelous support group for wizarding professionals.
Oh.
Oh, it helped tremendously to find others who shared my affliction.
Affliction?
A desire for evil deeds and world domination, your basic EDWD syndrome.
I see. And now?
Cured! I'm free of my desire to conquer and control, and I'm happy to be a simple merchant and published author.
I guess that's a good thing.
It is. It is indeed. So, April Ryan, is there anything I can do to help repay what you did for me?
How did you get out of that calculator I trapped you in?
I had to learn advanced trigonometry. After that, it was as easy as multiplying the root of pi with the volume of my mathematical prison.
Oh, that sounds pretty complicated.
It took me 5 years, but I gained some important personal skills in the process. I even had time to write a book, so it was all for the best.
You said something about being an author?
I published one. I wrote my memoirs a few years ago. Farewell to My Wizarding Days by Roper F. Clax.
What's the F stand for?
Nothing. It just looked better on the cover. Anyway, as it turned out, the first and only print run had a slight problem. A small charm made its way onto page 108. When readers got to that page, the book, as misfortune would have it, exploded.
And you had nothing to do with that.
Me? Absolutely not. I've been acquitted of all charges, and every single lawsuit has been dismissed in the magical court. I'm quite innocent. It does mean, however, that only one copy of Farewell to My Wizarding Days by Roper F. Clax exists, and that would be mine. I've decharmed it, and page 108 is quite safe to read now, if you're interested.
Not really, no. I actually do need some help.
That's great! Anything to assist the woman who turned my life around.
I'm looking for a way to get to the city of the Dark People.
Visiting old friends, I take it? Your adventures are the stuff of legends, April Ryan. By the way, did you ever read that pamphlet they published? The one with the amusing drawings? April Rye Bread and the Rod of Joy?
Unfortunately, no.
Well, I'll never forget that illustration where the Dolmari lady takes the Rod of Joy and sticks it right...
Anyway, about the Dark People City.
Ah, yes. What do you plan on doing there?
I need to visit their library.
The library? Indeed. They are collectors, these dark people. They collect all sorts of knowledge, arcane, forbidden knowledge. Anyway, as luck would have it, there's a shadow ship docked down in the harbor right now. I'm sure they'll let the famous April Ryan, I'm sure they will give you passage to their city.
That's perfect, thank you. How do I get to the Dark People's library again?
Oh, there's a shadow ship docked in Shady Quay. Be your charming self, and I'm sure they will give you passage to their city.
Thanks.
At your service, milady. If you ever need a potion or a charm, visit Roper's Spells and Filtres.
Sicherlich.
Visit Roper's Spells and Filtres for premium quality potions, magical ingredients, and made-to-order charges.
I'm only in town for a short visit. I will not stay long. I am better off back home.
The captain. He looks a bit too relaxed, seeing as there are still supplies left to be loaded. How are things going?
Most of the supplies are on board. We're missing a few crates of grains and vegetables, a delivery of potions, and some other bits and pieces.
Good. Don't linger too long.
The paperwork's already being processed by the Azadi. Those fools. If only they knew what...
Shh, not here. I don't think it's a good idea to tempt fate.
I didn't think you believed in that spiritual claptrap, Raven. Fate? Ha! We make our own destiny.
Still, better to be on the safe side. You don't foresee any problems then?
Everything's in order. This ship's going to the islands. At least according to all the properly stamped and perfectly forged documents.
I'll rest easy only when you've reached safe harbor.
Don't fret. You'll rest easy soon enough. We're on schedule, Raven. We should be out of here soon, bound for the Bay of Fire.
I seek passage to your city. I wish to visit the library.
We are here to trade and to collect. We do not take on passengers.
I'm sure we can come to some sort of understanding.
We cannot. We do not take on passengers. Ever.
You did once. A long time ago, I was given passage on one of your ships.
Then you were fortunate. It does not happen very often.
Wow.
A Samare. I thought they didn't like the ocean. Maybe she's curious. It's one of the dark people. A dark person. He's probably a shadow god. The captain of that shadow ship. I'd like to ask for passage again.
We do not take on passengers.
I'll pay you good money for passage.
We do not crave money, human.
Then what do you want?
We are here to find new additions to our library. Someday it will be complete, and we can sleep. Until then, we travel, and we collect.
I'd like to ask for passage again.
We do not take on passengers.
A long time ago, I sailed on one of your ships, and I met one of your people. He called me a wave.
Not many of your kind would lay claim to such a title.
I'm not laying claim to anything. I'm just telling you what he told me.
If you were a wave, we would grant you passage. But all I see is a human.
Dann bieten wir ihm mal ein ganz wundervolles Buch an.
Visit Roper's Spells and Filtress for premium quality potions, magical... April Ryan, what can I do for you?
Would you be interested in parting with that book of yours?
Oh, I don't know. It's the last remaining copy, you know. All the other copies spontaneously combusted.
I'm aware of that, but I need something to get me passage on that shadow ship down in Shady Quay.
You believe my book would help with that?
Maybe. The Dark People collect books, and yours is quite unique. Isn't that so?
It is. It is.
Wouldn't you consider it an honor to have your first published novel become a part of the greatest library in Arcadia?
I would. I would indeed. Wait, I have it right here. I carry it with me always. There you go. Treat it with care. Don't let it get wet. Don't feed it red meat. And for the love of the balance, do not hold it upside down when there's a full moon. Oh, never again shall I glance upon the top 10 reasons why you should not build a flying castle on page 42 and smile knowingly.
But think about it. Thousands of people will get to enjoy your unique outlook on life. Your book will be part of something much, much greater.
You're right. Of course, you're right. Go on, take it away, or I shall become emotional, and when a wizard weeps, the whole world weeps with him. Ah, the humanity, the humanity. Visit Roper's Spells and Filtress for premium quality potions, magical ingredients, and made to order.
This is the only remaining copy of Clax's... You collect books, isn't that right?
We collect all that is written and recorded. Books, scrolls, stones, crystals, history, poetry, journals, stories. From the first word to someday, the last. Until our collection is complete, we will continue to travel, to trade, and to collect.
I guess the last existing copy of a rare book would be pretty important to you.
It would be, unless we already possess it.
You don't. Not this one. Farewell to My Wizarding Days by Rupert F. Clax.
I will speak with my brothers at the library. This is a book we do not have. We need it for our library. Will you part with it?
For a price. I need to get to your city.
Show me the book, so that I can see for myself. Very well, human. This book is of value to us. We will grant you passage on our shadow ship.
Thank you. When do we leave?
Very soon. We await only the last deliveries from our suppliers. Step aboard.
You sure you don't want anything to eat? I can order in.
I'm not very hungry. Thanks, though.
All right. Some coffee? Tea?
No, thanks.
I have, whiskey.
I'm fine, Damien. Really.
All right.
I have whiskey.
So, what do you think?
I think you shouldn't believe a word of what that man told you. He was trying to get inside your head. There's no proof that anything's happened to Reza.
I hope you're right. If I've come this far and it turns out Reza's...
Stop it. There's nothing to be gained from imagining the worst. He must be very important to you. Reza, I mean.
He is. Reza was my best friend for so long, and I was totally in love with him. When that feeling went away, I don't love him any less, but it's different now. I don't know what's going on with me. I've lost faith. Not just in him, in everything. School, my friends, my hobbies, my future, Reza. Nothing seems to matter that much anymore. And that's why, when Reza went missing, I knew I had to go after him. Not just because he's my friend, and not just because I love him, but because if I didn't, then who would I be? What would I be? I may not like the Zoe I'm turning into, but I would have hated the Zoe who just abandoned her best friend like that. So, yes, he's very important to me. Of course. And right now, more than anything in the world, I want him to be okay.
So, that man.
The one in the garden. He acted like he's behind the whole thing. Like he controls Watticorp.
I've heard rumors, but I've never actually believed. I think his name is Alvin Peets.
Peets? The guy who founded Watty?
He'd be several hundred years old, but in a way, it still makes sense. It's a sort of urban water cooler legend. Whatever happened to Alvin Peets? No one knows. But there are lots of theories. Some say they've heard he's been kept alive by machines, and that he still controls Watticorp. It's the kind of thing you have a good laugh at.
He wasn't just hooked up to a machine, Damien. He looked like he was a machine. At least partly so. And he was just evil, sad, pathetic and hateful. He claimed that we were stealing his senses. I think he was actually afraid of me.
From what you told me earlier, it sounds like he's completely dependent on the wire. The static must be scaring the hell out of him. If he needs the wire to see and hear, he's completely lost without it.
I just don't feel safe anymore. He knew who I was. He's been inside Reza's dreams. He has spies everywhere. Cameras, bots.
Don't worry, Zoe. He won't find you here, I promise. I'll check around tomorrow, see if I can dig up any information on Pete's. You must be tired. I'm keeping you up.
I'm sorry. I'm just... Yeah, I am quite tired. I guess I should find a hotel and figure out what to do next. Thanks for the clothes, Damien.
Hey, no, there's no need to find a hotel. You can stay here. I mean, if you're comfortable with that. I can sleep on the floor.
Oh, you really don't have to.
I know, but you've been through a lot, and you're helping me out, so the least I can do is let you sleep in my bed. That didn't come out right. You know what I mean.
Thanks, Damien. If you're okay with me staying here, I will.
Okay, so, let me get the bed ready for you.
That's okay. I can...
Yeah. Well, I guess you can give me a hand.
Okay. Yes. Great.
By the way, if I'm gone when you wake up tomorrow, don't be alarmed. I have to be at the office quite early.
Oh, that's okay. I'll be fine. I'll just stay here.
Good. Let me find you a sheet and a cover.
This is it, Apostle. The Empire's greatest achievement east of Sadir. A monument to our might and to our faith.
Even in Sadir, there is nothing that can compare to this. Why was it built so tall?
You're asking the wrong man. I don't question the infinite wisdom of the Six. I have absolute faith in their decisions.
Of course, as do we all.
Go right inside, Apostle. The emissary is expecting you.
Apostle Alvane, welcome to Mercuria. Please, join me.
We are honored to have you visit us. I trust your journey was comfortable.
It was, Mistress. This is an impressive edifice.
The construction is almost complete. We will soon celebrate the inauguration of a permanent Azadi seat in the Northlands. The Six will travel all the way from Sadir to be here for that momentous occasion. But I bore you. You already know this. So, Apostle, I understand that you have been sent here to bring the word of the goddess to the Scorpion.
I have. He's responsible for the death of many trueborn here in the north.
Indeed. And I surmise the Six no longer have faith that we will find him and kill him ourselves.
I am only here to assist in your efforts, Mistress. I do not intend to challenge the authority and expertise of your commanders.
I see. Well.
Hallöchen, Hannibal, hallihallo und vielen Dank fürs Sub. Meine Stimme, sorry, ich bin immer noch erkältet, wie du weißt. Und wie ist dein Wochenstart?
We should be grateful that an apostle will lend his sword to the task. These terrorists, they have become more than a nuisance. They stand in the way of technological progress and spiritual enlightenment. They are only making it worse for the people they claim to protect. After all, we wish only for these heathens to be bathed in the purifying light of the goddess, and to receive passage to paradise. Instead, those bothersome few make life miserable for everyone.
Tatsächlich. Ein bisschen. Also auch so ist mein Stream relativ rückständig, wie ich das gerade so mitkriege. Ja, F5 wird dir vielleicht helfen.
They seek liberty and democracy, but what we have given them is so much greater than that. Without us, they would not even have the city. We have given them peace, prosperity, and progress. What more could they ask for?
Yes, Mistress.
So where do you intend to start looking? If you wish, I can lend you the services of my men.
Thank you, Emissary. I will require only a few men, but not yet. I have a few leads to follow first.
Just do what you must to stamp out the fire before it spreads too wide. I will have no more delays to the construction of the tower. Our schedule must be upheld, or there will be grave consequences for everyone.
I will do everything in my power to bring the Scorpion to justice, Mistress.
Good. You may leave me, Apostle. I will see you again soon.
Das liegt am... Naja, ich weiß nicht, ob das an Twitch liegt. Kann sein, kann nicht sein.
Apostle Alvani, what's brought you out of your sanctuary?
A mission.
A mission? I see. It must be quite a mission for the Council to have sent you all the way from Sadir. After all, it's not like we don't already have many fine officers and agents here in Marcuria. So, who do they want you to kill this time? Anyone I should know about?
Ja gut, an mir sollte das nicht liegen. Bei mir ist alles supi.
My mission is a matter of confidence between myself and the Emissary Commander.
Don't insult me, Alvani. I have the emissary's ear and our utmost confidence. We're not in Sadir. Things are done differently here.
Commander.
Forgive me, Mistress. Did I speak out of order?
The Apostle is here at the behest of the Six. We would do well to treat him with respect.
Of course. And he's most welcome to our little outpost of the Empire.
He was just leaving. Thank you, Apostle. May the light of the goddess illuminate your path.
Thank you, Emissary. Commander.
Apostle. Mistress, you sent for me.
What do you make of this Alvane? You served with him in Sadir, did you not?
I did, Mistress. Alvane is a brilliant swordsman and a loyal servant of the
Ja, ich habe mich auch gewundert.
Spare me your politics, Commander. We are alone.
I don't trust him. He's risen through the ranks much too quickly. He has connections.
Someone inside the Sixth Circle holds his hand.
I believe so. His skill with the sword is better than adequate. But his standing in the court is unprecedented for a man of his caste.
Yes. He is young, is he not?
Too young. And he has no family, no blood.
Ah. Now I see why you dislike him so much.
My pardons, mistress. But his lineage is not all that I distrust. He has strange friends, and his virtuousness is galling. Why this sudden interest in Apostle Alvane?
The Six have sent him here without consulting me, which is worrying. I wonder what this could possibly mean. Also, the Apostle appears soft-hearted. He has never been this far from home. If he begins to empathize with these heathens...
I understand. What would you have me do?
I want to have him followed. Make sure he does not get distracted from his mission.
As you wish, mistress.
That is all, Commander. You may go.
Thank you, mistress. The Apostle will never stray far from my sight. I can assure you of that.
Ich weiß gar nicht, wie lange ich das eingestellt hatte, aber auf jeden Fall keine 2 Minuten. Aber immerhin, so habe ich das auf jeden Fall mitbekommen.
You honor us with your presence. Your wave has crossed many oceans and carried our vessels far abroad.
Thank you. So you know who I am? The Shadow Guy didn't.
It is curious. We share a common memory, and our thoughts are as one. He should have known. Maybe he was simply confused. Maybe his eyes were blinded. Maybe.
That's fine. I'm here now. So this is your fabled city. It's stunning.
It is one city. It never ceases to move. It flows at the will of the cosmos, at the mercy of waves and currents. You have come to see the white of the kin.
Yes, that's right. Why is she here, with you?
It is not for us to know the mind of the Dryad kin. You may ask her that question yourself. Come. She is in the library.
Ich bin echt froh, dass ich das Spiel jetzt problemfrei spielen kann. Ich hatte ja den dritten Teil mehrfach durchgespielt, weil die ersten Teile ja immer so kompliziert waren zu streamen mit Single-PC. Aber jetzt mit Dual-PC keine Probleme mehr. Das ist so entspannt.
Follow me.
Und auch Baldur's Gate kann ich ja dann bald spielen. Das ging ja zuletzt nicht mehr seit dem Release auf Single-PC. Also Baldur's Gate 3, meine ich.
Please be quiet. We are resting.
Da fragst du was. Ja, es verursacht einfach irgendwelche unlogischen Störungen, die das dann nicht möglich machen. Also seit dem Release von Baldur's Gate 3 hatte ich immer Standbild regelmäßig gehabt. Und ich hatte es im Early Access bereits gestreamt, ohne Komplikationen. Das ist wirklich erst seit dem Release so. Ich weiß nicht, was die da programmiert haben. Auf jeden Fall hat sich das irgendwie gebissen mit OBS auf demselben PC. Genauso wie die ersten beiden Teile hier von The Longest Journey. Die kann ich auch nicht komplikationsfrei auf einen einzigen PC streamen, während ich das am selben PC spiele. Das startet dann einfach nicht. Beziehungsweise es startet irgendwie im Hintergrund, aber zeigt sich halt nicht. Ja, genau. Ja. Beim Dual-PC-Setup ist das ja alles kein Problem mehr. Das geht ja dann über Capture Card. Und in die habe ich ja jetzt auch ordentlich investiert.
Someone's been reading. A lot.
This is our library.
It's enormous.
It is as ancient as we are, as old as the first civilization. We have collected every word ever written. There is no other library like it.
And you've only collected what others have written?
We do not create. We collect, we record, and we store. It is left for others to trap words between sheets of paper. We do not often allow visitors into our city. But if you have a purpose here, then you are welcome.
I guess I have a purpose, though I'm not sure what it is yet.
The greater the purpose, the harder it is to understand and to accept. I shall go to the White of the Kin and tell her that you are here. The library is yours to peruse in the meantime.
Also zumindest, wenn man ordentlich streamen will, dann ist Dual-PC wahrscheinlich doch immer das Beste. Also von der Leistung her hätte das mein einer PC hinbekommen, aber dadurch, dass manche Spiele halt irgendwelche individuellen Störungen verursachen mit Aufnahmeprogramme wie OBS, tja, und da hat man halt ein paar Komplikationen mehr, ne? Und das Lustige dabei ist, ich habe meinen zweiten Mini-PC, also ist wirklich so ein Pocket-PC, den ich hier habe, eigentlich nur als Notfall-PC geplant, so für Bürokram und Offline-Sachen. Aber seit ich dann diese Komplikation auch mit Baldur's Gate hatte, dachte ich, scheiße, nehme ich den doch halt als Stream-PC.
Crow? Is that really you?
Hello, April. How nice to see you again. Thanks ever so much for leaving me hanging dry on that mountain path. 8 bloody years ago!
How have you been?
You mean for the past, I don't know, 8 years?
I know. I'm sorry. Let's try and get past that, okay? At least for the time being.
And that time just happens to be 8 years?
I'm a crow.
Alright, okay, fine. I'll be a good fowl and pretend everything's just peachy.
Thank you, Crow. So what in the name of the balance are you doing here?
I'm on a journey of inner discovery.
A journey of... Never mind. It's good to see you, Crow. It's been too long.
Yeah, you know... No, for crying out loud!
I'm really happy to see you, too. Honestly.
Who said anything about being happy to see you? I'm just relieved you're alive. And don't think I'm not angry at you, or that I've forgiven you, because I am and I haven't.
I know. So what's new with... Sister, you look tired. Thanks. Nice to see you too. You've changed since the last time I saw you. That's because I have this human body. Do you like it? It's hard to miss. Why are you in human form? It's a disguise. I'm in exile. Someone hunts the kin. That's why I'm here. And why I'm wearing this skin. It's tight and uncomfortable, but it conceals me. And it makes some humans look at me with admiration.
Ja, warum wohl? Aber echt cool. So muss man mal aussehen und dann cosplayen.
Wait, you're being hunted? By whom? I don't know. Shadows and ghosts. I think the others are gone, and I'm worried. All of them? I know the 2 dragons in Stark are gone, but what about the old one? The blue of the kin? He's silent. They're all silent. I can't feel them anymore. They've ceased to be, and I'm alone. Is it the Azadi? Who are the Azadi? Oh, yes. The humans you've taken up arms against to forget yourself. No. This enemy isn't mortal.
Ja, mein Mini-PC hat auf jeden Fall jetzt öfters einen guten Zweck. Und das Schöne ist, der frisst dann auch nicht ganz so viel Strom. Und halt einfach nur für die Übertragung reicht das halt auch.
You have no idea who this enemy is who hunts you? I feel it searching with dark eyes, reaching out for me with sharp talons. It wants to eat me up. But why? Why would anyone want to kill the Dryad kin? So that there's nothing left to challenge it. So that it can run free amongst mortals. So that it can devour, undisturbed. But don't worry about me. I'm safe here. It can't touch me now. Why do you call me sister? We're bound by threads that weave through time and space, by words that create and destroy, and by kinship stronger than blood. I don't know what that means. It's been troubling me for so long. Are you saying that I'm a dragon? There were only 4, and now there's only 1. No, you're not dry kin, sister. Then what does it mean? I can't explain. It's not in my vocabulary to explain. And this narrow mouth can't articulate the words. We have history. But more than history connects us. I can never get a straight answer out of anyone in this world. I came here looking for answers. I need to speak with the Guardian. You have questions for him? Yes, about my future, I guess. You want to know if you're free from responsibility. Free to live your life. It's what all humans crave, isn't it? Freedom. And I understand why now. This body is so constricting, so small, so fragile. Soft and beautiful and pleasurable, but a prison for the soul. How did you know what I plan to ask the Guardian? Your worries weigh you down, big sister. Your heart's heavy, and your mind's a maelstrom. It pulls at me and everyone around you. You're unable to shift. Yeah, I've lost that ability. It's not something you can lose. Maybe you've just forgotten how. Well, it doesn't work anymore, and even if it did, I can't just open a shift into the Guardian's realm. Really? Why's that? Because that's not how it goes. I could shift between Stark and Arcadia, but it was a hell of a lot more difficult to go to that place. Everything's changed, and everything's still changing. But you're right, you can't do it on your own. This one needs to help you.
What? Me?
What could he possibly do?
Thanks, April. I'm right here. Some respect, please.
Like all living things, he has a purpose. This is his purpose, or at least part of it. He's an important bird. I can help you open a shift, sister, but it can't be done without him. He must go with you.
Die Woche freigenommen, beziehungsweise warst du beim Arzt wegen der Krankschreibung? Nee, war ich tatsächlich nicht. Ich habe ja ab morgen so gesehen eine Nachtschicht, also was heißt ja eine? Ich habe bis einschließlich Freitag Nachtschichtwoche. Und Nachtschicht ist ja immerhin kundenfreie Zone. Deswegen denke ich, dass ich das noch ganz gut bewältigen kann. Nur wenn ich nach dieser Woche immer noch krank bin, dann mache ich mir schon Sorgen. Ich hoffe ja nicht.
I'm not agreeing to anything unless someone tells me what the heck I'm supposed to be doing.
You only need to be here, funny bird. You'll be fine. Close your eyes, April.
What?
Close your eyes. Don't argue. I get impatient.
Fine. My eyes are closed. What now?
Nothing. You've opened up a passage between worlds. Do you see how easy it is?
What? How the hell did you do that?
I didn't do much. As I said, you can't lose your talents, but you can forget them. I helped you remember.
So I can shift again now?
No. Not on your own. I don't know why. That's just the way it is. The portal will remain open on the other side, but it won't take you back here. It'll take you to Mercuria. Whatever answers the Guardian may have for you, and whatever your future holds, that's where you need to be.
That's probably true. Well, I appreciate all your help. Take care, okay? Stay here and stay in that disguise. It suits you.
This is the safest place. And there's so much knowledge here, so much wisdom. I never knew that the scribbled words of mortals could be so fascinating. Good luck, sister. Live well. You deserve it. You've earned it.
Come on, Crow.
I don't trust portals. They always lead to trouble.
Go on, little one, funny bird. She needs you now. More than ever.
Okay. Lucky for you, I have a soft spot for pretty ladies. Coming through.
Ja, das mit den Verschleppen geht nämlich ganz einfach, da hast du recht.
Hey, you.
Hello. How are you doing?
Just peachy. I've, slept, read, slept some more. I've never been this tired in my life.
No wonder. You've been around the world and through the ringer. It's a miracle you're still standing.
I know. I keep surprising even myself. So, any news?
Definitely. We started receiving information from the worm. It's just a trickle, but enough to work on.
And?
Not good. I don't know what's happening yet, but it appears DreamNet is expanding onto the wire at an alarming rate. Also the virus, if that's what it is increasing its grip on the Dream Core. Another week and Watty might not be in the driver's seat any longer.
Can't they just shut it down?
Maybe, but they won't do that now. They'd have to shut down the entire project, and if they wait, the window of opportunity is shrinking.
What else have you found out?
I've begun searching through the data coming into Dreamcore around the time the static started happening. With any luck, I might be able to get some coordinates.
Coordinates to what?
To where the intrusion originated, to who's behind it. If I can get that location, we might be able to stop the attack at the source. But it'll take another few days to download all that data. In the meantime, we'll just have to wait.
No. No, we can't just sit around and twiddle our thumbs. We need to do something.
Okay. What did you have in mind?
I should go back in.
Back in? Hey, no. That's not an option.
It is an option. You have a dreamer, right? And that drug...
Morpheus. Look, it's not safe. Pete's... he might find you.
He won't. He told me so himself. He couldn't get inside me. That's what frustrated him so much. My dreams were closed off to him. If I go back inside, I might be able to speak with that girl again, the one Pete is so afraid of. And maybe she can help me get back to that place.
To Arcadia?
I know you don't believe me. I don't even know if I believe it myself, but...
It's not that I don't believe you, Zoe. It's just that I know how powerful the dreamer is. It can make anything seem real.
It wasn't a dream. I don't know what it was, but I was there. Somewhere else. Another world. And I need to go back.
It's too dangerous.
Look, Charlie said I never left the Fringe the first time I hooked up. I'll be right here. You can pull me out if anything happens. It could be the whole thing was just a dream. In that case, there's nothing to lose. And if it wasn't a dream, there's everything to be gained. Maybe April knows what's going on now. Maybe she's willing to help me. Maybe... Damien, please. It's the only lead we have right now. I don't want to sit here and wait. I want to do something. I want to stop Wattycorp.
I know. I just wish that I didn't have to sit here and watch you hook up to that thing.
I know. I've enjoyed staying here, Damien. With you. Getting to know you. You're someone I might want to get to know better.
Really? I feel the same way.
It's just that this is a strange time. I don't know where Reza is, or if he's even alive still. The world's going to hell. And now we're talking about hooking me up to a device that might send me to another world.
It's a bit out of the ordinary. I can see that.
So, I just wanted you to know that I like you. That I want to get closer to you. Just not right now.
Hey, that's okay. I feel...
So you don't forget.
Trust me, I won't. You're great, Zoe, and I...
Shut up.
Ach ja. Ja, da hast du recht, Hanni, weil Arbeitszeit ist auch Lebenszeit. Und da geht ja auch immer sehr, sehr viel bei drauf. Während man dann nach der Arbeit dann auch nur noch schläft und vor der Arbeit dann auch nur seinen Tag vorbereitet, so gesehen, ne? Also ich zumindest.
Jeepers, this place has changed a lot. It used to scare the crap out of me, and now it's sort of fluffy, with an edge.
The Guardian's out there. I guess I should go alone.
I'm not arguing. Knock yourself out. I'll wait here. Unless that portal thingy starts closing, in which case it's bye-bye Guardian's Realm. Hello, comfortable reality.
Don't worry, I'll be back soon.
Don't worry, braucht sie gar nicht sagen. Also April verschwindet ständig. Das war ja schon im ersten Teil so. Armer Crow.
April, I'm pleased to see you. Pleased and surprised.
I'm just as surprised as you are, Gordon. How have you been?
I don't know. This place. I'm both a part of it and apart from it. I'm no longer who I once was, though I remain who I once was. There is natural dichotomy to the balance. Positive and negative. Reality and dream. Being and unbeing.
Sounds confusing. I don't envy your role. You're standing in the middle of a very busy intersection.
I don't know any other way to be anymore. I remember, but my memories feel like they belong to someone else. So, April, you have come to me with questions.
I didn't know where else to turn. Something's going on with the Twin Worlds, and I need to know what you know.
You're right. Something touches the balance between the Twin Worlds. Dreams. Threads that weave through the divide. But the balance remains undisturbed. Dreams have always passed between the world of Stark and the world of Arcadia. That is how the worlds stay connected. How magic and science remain inextricably tied to each other. The laws of nature, of the universe, are stronger than the artifice of the divide.
So it's not something dangerous?
I don't know, April. There are forces far stronger than the balance at play here. Dreams make up the fabric of cosmos. Yet my responsibility lies solely with the channeling of energies between Stark and Arcadia, between science and magic.
And you don't know anything about these dreams?
I know this. Your role in these events has come to an end. You are not the one who will set things right this time.
I'm not. Who will?
That's not for me to see. Your fate has always been tied to the balance, April. I see where our paths intersect. I can't see into the dreaming.
The dreaming? What's that?
The place where everything begins. You, me, this realm, the twin worlds, time, matter, cosmos, everything. It all begins in the dreaming.
You're being obtuse. You know I hate it when people are being obtuse.
I'm sorry. I don't know any more than that. But you don't have to carry the burden on your shoulders this time around, April. You're free. Go live your life. Let the past go.
That's easy for you to say. There's meaning to your existence. Me? I wasn't who I thought I was. I honestly have no idea who I am anymore. Everyone kept telling me I was important, that I was needed. Then one day I wasn't. I was just lost. So don't tell me I'm free. Don't tell me to go live my life. You don't know. You have a purpose.
We all do, April. You just haven't found yours yet. But this isn't it. Let it go.
Okay, done. I'm officially letting this one go. There's nothing more you can tell me?
Only what I sense. Dreams are passing from Stark to Arcadia, but not the other way around. A slow trickle that may grow to a torrent. But this does not concern the balance. And so, it does not concern me.
I guess that's good news. Thank you. By the way, I like what you've done with the place.
Thank you. Safe journeys, April.
Ja, es sieht sehr idyllisch aus hier. Kann man machen. Ja, sehr nett. So, ich werde mal kurz speichern und mir eine 4-Minuten-Pause gönnen. Ich bin gleich wieder da. Da bin ich wieder. Ja, und wieder an das Thema anzuknüpfen, dass Geld ist ja auch, dass das Geld auch nicht wert ist, ja. Also momentan möchte ich halt schon mein Geld verdienen. Ich möchte mir ein paar Dinge leisten können. Und so, aber ich denke, bis zur Rente habe ich da auch keinen Bock drauf, so einen Verkaufsjob zu machen und dann Richtung Vollzeit zu bleiben. Vielleicht werde ich später da ein bisschen zurücktreten, wenn ich meine, alles zu haben, was ich so brauche. Und dann werde ich gucken, wie ich eventuell anders zurechtkomme, so ein bisschen gepflegter. Auf meine Gesundheit geachtet zu haben, wäre dann auch mal ganz nett, glaube ich.
Come on, Crow. Let's go.
So, did you find what you were looking for?
I did.
Good. I love happy endings. Another adventure complete. Well played, partner. Time to go back and gorge ourselves on roast geepa and ice ale.
Crow is the most loyal friend I have ever had. You drink ice ale? I thought you didn't like alcohol.
I've acquired a taste for it. And I like being drunk and not having to take responsibility for my actions.
That's always a plus.
Vollzeit-Streamerin zu werden, ich weiß nicht, ob das so realistisch wäre. Ich glaube nicht, dass ich da wirklich irgendwie in Konkurrenz machen könnte. Ja, es macht mir Freude auf jeden Fall. Aber ich denke nicht, dass ich das Vollzeit betreiben könnte.
Don't worry about the drug. It won't harm you. It's a mild sedative and hallucinogenic. It'll help you sleep and dream.
I'm not a big fan of drugs.
Me neither. But for the time being, the dreamer requires it. We were working on it. This won't hurt at all.
I feel drowsy already.
Hold on, I'll get the dreamer.
Ja, davon leben zu können, kann ich mir... Also man kann sich das erträumen,
Sleepy.
aber ich weiß es einfach zu gut, dass es nicht funktioniert.
Damien,
Yeah, Zoe?
don't leave me.
I won't. I'll be right here when you come back.
What did you say?
Also es macht Spaß und immer so zwischendurch das zu machen, ist für mich quasi selbstverständlich. Das werde ich weiterhin gerne tun.
So, find April Ryan. Save her.
This place. Again. I need to find the girl.
Aber jetzt, um von etwas leben zu können, muss ich mir, glaube ich, was anderes suchen. Ich werde auf jeden Fall bei meinem Job bleiben. Nur eventuell werde ich mir das ein bisschen versuchen, anders einzurichten. Momentan gehe ich ja eher Richtung Vollzeit. Aber vielleicht so in, ich sag mal, hochgerechnet 10 Jahren ist mir das nachher alles zu anstrengend.
You! I found her. I found April Ryan, but
You must save her.
I don't know. Who are you? What are you?
You must save her, Zoe. Please.
But I don't know what to do. She's fine. She doesn't need to be saved.
Find April Ryan. Save her.
Also eventuell werde ich so in maximal 10 Jahren wieder ein bisschen zurücktreten mit den Stunden und das versuchen irgendwie dann sinnvoll, vorteilhaft dann mir legen zu lassen irgendwie. Oh, ich hasse diese Kämpfe.
Your goddess can't help you here. You're far from your holy...
Oh nee, deswegen hasse ich das. Okay.
Please, no, don't hurt me, please.
Answer my questions, and I might spare your life.
I'll tell you anything you want. Just don't hurt me.
Ja, also Stop and Go kann ich mir nicht vorstellen, weil man erarbeitet sich ja über viele Jahre dann ein bisschen was. So ein paar Vorteile und so ein Team brauche ich halt auch. Selbstständigkeit mit einem kleinen Kaffeewagen. Oha, da hast du ja was vorgenommen. Da wünsche ich dir auf jeden Fall viel Glück und viel Erfolg.
Tell me everything you know about the rebels.
I'm just an honest businessman. I don't know anything about...
Your life is hanging by a very thin thread.
All right. So I've had some dealings with certain people, but it's just business. Herbs, roots, potions, medicines, that's all. No weapons.
Do you know how to get in touch with these customers of yours?
If I tell you, they'll have me killed for sure. These are not the kind of people you mess around with.
Neither am I. If you refuse to cooperate, I'll string you up and put a knife to your belly until either you spill your guts or your guts spill to the ground.
Look, I have no quarrel with you or your people. I'll tell you anything you want, anything at all.
Apostle, there's a message for you.
What?
They've caught a rebel witch. She was using magic and she resisted arrest. They've got her locked up in Friar's Keep.
Where is that?
On the east side of the city. I can escort you, Apostle.
No, I will find it. I should go immediately. Maybe this witch has had dealings with the Scorpion. Take care of this one, soldier. He has valuable information that he's very generously agreed to share with us. Bring him to the tower and wait for me.
Sir!
I must go to this prison immediately to question the witch they captured. What a despicable creature. All that I have been told about these magicals is true. They are filthy, traitorous, and soulless. He fought bravely, but in the end he was no match for my sword. The goddess guides me to victory.
Kleines Lesecafé mit 2, 3 Hunden, das klingt gemütlich. Ich habe auch schon so manches Mal dran gedacht, sowas wie einen Teeladen zu eröffnen. Aber da weiß ich halt auch, das würde nicht funktionieren. Die Mieten sind alle viel zu teuer und kein Mensch trinkt Tee. Jedenfalls nicht genug Leute. Also wirklich hochwertigen Tee. Da muss ich, also das funktioniert einfach nicht. Oder für mich wäre es dann eher so das Cat Café. So schön mit Katzen und so.
That is an animal, not a thinking, feeling person. It cannot be. Our teachings are clear on that matter.
Get your maritime accessories, eh? Everything any discerning seafarer could covet.
Watch it, boy.
I can't believe you're still being held up. The supplies should have left the city 2 days ago, and you with them.
Without proper authorization, there is no way for our vessel to leave harbor.
Hallöchen, Seniorenclub. Willkommen zurück. Mir geht das eigentlich noch exakt so wie gestern. Naja, nicht ganz exakt. Mit ganz merkwürdigen Schmerzen an der rechten hinteren Rückenlinie. Also entzündliche Schmerzen. So ein bisschen stechend. Ich vermute, dass ich eventuell durch das ganze Husten irgendwie meine Lunge überstrapaziert habe auf der Seite. Aber es ist jetzt nicht zum Umfallen dramatisch. Es sticht nur. Und beim Ein- und Ausatmen, ja, wenn ich wieder huste und zu tief einatme, dann sticht das. Und es hatte in der Nacht halt beim Liegen sehr, sehr weh getan. Ich wusste gar nicht, wie ich liegen sollte.
If we do anything to awake suspicion,
I know, Chuan. It's just frustrating. The plan was for you to be halfway up the river already.
we leave this afternoon. Everything is in order now. The soldiers will not delay us any further.
Also es ist eher ein andauernder Schmerz. Aber im Moment nicht so schlimm wie in der Nacht. In der Nacht war er wirklich andauernd beim Liegen. Nee, höre ich nicht. Dafür habe ich jetzt zu sauber alles ausgehustet, denke ich. Ich denke wirklich, dass ich einfach nur beim Einatmen und Husten alles überstrapaziert habe.
I hope you're right. Everyone's waiting for the medicines and the...
April. That girl, Zoe, I saw her. She's been taken by the Azadi.
What? Where?
Ja, das Herz ist ja auf der anderen Seite. Nee. Wie gesagt, das ist jetzt nicht zum Umfallen dramatisch. Aber sollte es sich verschlimmern, gehe ich selbstverständlich zum Arzt damit. Ja, es ist keine Schande, ich weiß.
To that place you told me about. Friar's Keep. Isn't that where the Azadi torture rebels? Why did they bring her there? Do you think she's going to tell us?
I don't think so. What would she tell them? She doesn't know anything about us.
Nein, keine Sorge, Fieber habe ich nicht. Schnupfen ist halt noch unverändert, wie ab und zu so. Und das Husten auch eigentlich nur noch ab und zu. Ist halt jetzt nur das Stechen hinzugekommen. Also wie gesagt, es ist nicht so überdramatisch. Und sollte das überdramatisch werden, dann gehe ich halt zum Arzt.
We need to help her. She has no one else.
I know. You don't have to tell me. You two get ready to leave. You can't delay the boat any longer.
What? You must be joking. When are you going to let us go on a mission again?
You already have a mission, Bryn. A very important one. If you don't bring the supplies back to the swamp, people will die. I'll see you at home, guys. Safe journey. And guard those supplies well.
Ja, ich habe nur eine Gesundheit, das ist mir bewusst.
Because she has much on her mind.
I know, but she's always had a lot on her mind, and she hasn't been this way before. There's something going on that she's not telling us. I'm sure of it.
It is no business of ours. And she is right. We already have a mission. Come. We need to go to the harbor. The paperwork may have been cleared by now, and we must not delay the boat any further.
One moment.
I am here to...
Please, a moment.
Ja, aber das mit der Lungenspitze kann das tatsächlich sein auf der rechten Seite. Also von mir die rechte.
Pardon me, the dust here isn't any good for my lungs. Yes, may I help you?
I represent the tower. I am told you have a prisoner.
We don't use that word here. They are our guests, until your people come to pick them up.
I wish to speak with this prisoner.
So I see. Am I to understand that you have all the paperwork in order?
Aber Entzündungen gehen auch wieder von alleine weg. Und mit Entzündungen habe ich leider zu leben, weil mein Blut chronisch entzündet ist. Deswegen ploppen überall immer schnell mal Entzündungen auf.
The emissary insists that I should speak with your prisoner. Now.
Well, I will never understand this blatant disregard of a proper bureaucratic process, but as you wish. Guard, if you please. There she is, all ready to be interviewed.
I shall be alone with her.
I beg your pardon? No, that's not how things are done here. Local laws apply, and they are abundantly clear. During interrogations, an independent body must be present to ensure the legality of said process. And I am that independent body.
The tower shall hear of this.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. Carry on.
I represent the tower.
Who?
The tower. The supreme authority of the Azadi Empire in the Northlands. I am Apostle Alvane, personal envoy of the Six.
I don't know what any of that is. I don't know anything. I haven't done anything.
She keeps saying that. She's a bit whiny, this one.
Do not interrupt, please. You stand accused of being a spy. You will be transported to Sadir, our capital, at our earliest convenience, where you will be tried as a spy.
I'm not a spy.
Then what are you? A witch? You were spotted practicing magic.
I wasn't practicing anything. I just landed in a very inconvenient spot.
3 soldiers saw you materialize out of thin air in the middle of the marketplace. If you're not a witch, then how did you do that?
Someone else sent me here to Marcuria. I'm from the south. I'm not a spy, and I'm not a witch.
I see. I believe you. I will speak with the warden, and maybe he will let you go. That is all I can do.
You're just going to leave me here?
This is not my jurisdiction. I'm sorry.
I take it she'll be loaded onto the next airship bound for Sadir, yes?
I don't think she is a spy. Or a witch.
Well, does your opinion make a difference? Guilty or not, they all go across the sea to be tried, do they not?
I think she should be released.
No. That's quite impossible. She's been left in my care, and in my care she shall remain, until she's sent off to Sadir. Those are the laws. And here in Friar's Keep, we follow the laws, to the letter. I'm afraid I can't release her simply because you think she's innocent.
I shall bring this matter to the tower's attention.
And so you shall. Good day, then. My best to the tower and your mistress.
Das ist so ein Sturkopf. Die Spirale, ja, also es gibt ja halt noch einen Teil danach. Und schätzungsweise kommt früher oder später sogar noch ein 4. Teil.
It appears that someone lives here. How tragic. For a so-called civilized society to allow its citizens to be without permanent shelter.
Und Seniorenclub, ja, das sind die Vorgänger. Das ist hier gerade der 2. Teil von der Reihe. Den ersten hatte ich direkt davor gespielt, The Longest Journey. Dies hier ist Dreamfall, The Longest Journey und der dritte wäre ja dann Dreamfall Chapters. Den habe ich schon mehrfach letztes Jahr gespielt. Den werde ich auch nochmal hier nachspielen, wenn ich schon mal dabei bin. Das hat sehr viel mit Dreamfall Chapters am Hut, so gesehen. Weil die Story geht schon ineinander über und ergänzt sich dann noch. Und das ist April. April Ryan ist der Hauptcharakter vom ersten Teil. Hier spielt sie halt noch so ein, ja, also quasi Hauptcharakter am Abdanken. Sie hat irgendwie vieles verloren, wie sie im ersten Teil drauf war. Und das ist alles a Point-and-Click-Adventure. Also ob und wann der vierte Teil kommen soll, weiß ich überhaupt nicht, aber es wird ein vierter Teil kommen, so wie Chapters endet.
What?
My apologies for the imposition, mistress, but I'm new to the city and I seek a place to buy a hot meal.
Well, you don't want to go anywhere near the South Gate. The few places that are still open down here are expensive and bad. But if you head up by Reed Avenue towards the tower, I'm sure you'll find somewhere to take your lunch.
Thank you, mistress. Pardon, mistress. Do I know you from somewhere? You are familiar to me.
I don't think so. Who are you?
Also hier, das ist ja der Alvani, ne? Der spielt ja im Chapters eine große Rolle. Hier kam also das erste Mal rein. Also ich muss schon sagen, auch wenn die Grafik veraltet ist, die ersten Teile sind auch wahnsinnig spielenswert.
I'm Kian. I'm new to the city.
You're Azadi, aren't you?
Why do you say that?
Because you look and talk like one of them.
It sounds like you do not think much of the Azadi.
I don't. They're arrogant and full of themselves. They believe they have a right to impose their politics and religion on others, and they even believe that we should be grateful for it.
You are correct in your assumptions. I am Azadi.
Well, don't expect me to apologize for telling you how I feel.
I do not. I appreciate your honesty, though I disagree with your views.
It's not a question of agreeing or disagreeing. It's a question of facts. You invaded our lands, you imposed yourselves on us.
We delivered you from a brutal and deadly enemy. We liberated your city. We fed your hungry and housed your homeless. We made your land safe again. Without us, you would not be here. Without us, your people would be scattered, broken, dead. Your cities would be in ruins and your temples burned to the ground. We have only done what we know to be right. We wish only for you to walk in the light of our goddess, to hear her word and to know her love. Tell me, mistress, how have we wronged you? How have we imposed on you with our charity and goodwill?
Charity and goodwill? Is that what they call a military occupation these days? Don't mistake gratitude for love, Azadi. A lot of people were grateful that you liberated Marcuria from the Tyrant hordes. Others are grateful for what you've brought with you. Technology, airships, exotic goods, increased trade. And your soldiers, they've made the Northlands safe against our enemies, and Marcuria's streets secure to walk at night, as long as you're human, of course. I'm embarrassed to say there are even those who are happy you've rounded up all the non-humans and stuck them in a ghetto. So sure there are those who are grateful and those who have gained a lot from your presence here. As for the silent majority, well, who wants to rock the boat when there's food on the table, a roof over your head, and a job to pay the bills? But ask those who are no longer allowed to speak their minds, to walk the streets, or to practice their religion. What do you think they'll say? Ask a sentinel minstrel, if you can find one, what they felt when you leveled their holiest shrine to the ground to make room for your tower. Ask those who've had their homes raided and destroyed because they weren't born human, because they practiced magic, or because they didn't worship your goddess. Ask the Dolmari or the Zid about being forced to relocate and live inside the walls of the ghetto while they await an uncertain fate. Do you think they will sing your praises? Do you think they've bought into the whole charity and goodwill song and dance? You came here under the pretense of liberating us, but instead you've imprisoned us. You've taken our sovereignty and you've taken our faith. You're even trying to take our individuality away. You want to make us into you.
So, ich wollte nicht sagen, dass die anderen Teile immer schlechter werden. Aber der erste Teil, der hat ein spezielles Feeling gehabt. Also da kommt jetzt Chapters nicht mehr ganz so heran. Aber Chapters ist dafür auf ganz modernere Art und Weise besser als der erste Teil. Logischerweise. Von daher sehe ich die eigentlich alle relativ als gleichwertig an. Auch diesen zweiten Teil finde ich ganz besonders toll. Aber bei jedem Teil ist es irgendwie ein bisschen anders, das Gefühl zum Spiel. Aber es ist immer irgendwie geil. Also wenn man den ersten Teil spielt, dann sollte man alle Teile spielen. Und wenn man Chapters schon gespielt hat, sollte man vielleicht nochmal die ersten Teile nachholen. So, das ist das, was ich dann dazu sagen würde. Nee, also alle Teile sind wirklich schon sehr gelungen.
It won't work. In the end, people won't stand for it. If you hadn't come to our lands, we might still be homeless, hunted, hungry, but we'd be free. And freedom, Azadi. Freedom is worth a lot more than you will ever know.
You have strong feelings regarding this matter.
Strong feelings? I shouldn't be talking to you. I have to go.
Wait. I still feel that I know you from somewhere.
That's impossible. We're from very different worlds in more ways than you can possibly imagine.
Maybe I could learn about your world, and you about mine. I believe you have misjudged our intentions, but you speak with such passion and conviction. It would be wrong of me to simply dismiss you.
Die Interaktion. Also die Interaktionen sind ja alle recht ähnlich gehalten, würde ich sagen. Na gut, wenn man vom ersten Teil ausgeht, die ganze Steuerung hat sich da gewandelt. Also vom zweiten zu Chapters hat sich dann weniger gewandelt als vom ersten zum zweiten, würde ich mal behaupten.
Perhaps you could show me this ghetto from your perspective and explain to me how your people have suffered under our rule.
You don't understand. It's impossible. And it's too late. We can't come to an understanding. We're enemies.
How can we be enemies when we have just met?
I really have to go. Good luck finding a place to eat. You really should try the Riverwood Tavern in Old Town.
So. April wollte in die Richtung.
Someone lives here. No doubt driven out of their home by the Azadi.
Ich finde es auch toll, wie man die ganzen Ortschaften wiedererkennt vom ersten Teil hierhin und auch in Chapters. Es ist ja eigentlich immer so derselbe Schauplatz. Und wie sich das dann grafisch so entwickelt hat, das ist schon grandios.
Solid stuff. They're magical too. Completely unbreakable.
Hello, yes?
Prison inspection.
Prison inspection.
Yeah, prison inspection.
This is Friar's Keep. One doesn't inspect Friar's Keep.
You must have us confused with the city jail over on Cold Stone. Good day.
Delivery.
Delivery of what?
Sheets.
We do not issue sheets to our prisoners. It must be a mistake. Good day.
Der Arsch, ey. Ja, also das Einzige, was an diesem zweiten Teil wirklich scheiße ist, ist diese zwischenzeitlichen Kämpfe. Die sind wirklich scheiße zu steuern.
Thought you could just ditch me, didn't you? Well, I have a surprise.
Crow, perfect. I need your help.
Oh, it's always the same old son. What?
I need to find someone who's locked up in that tower. You can help me.
Help you? Really? Yes, I can. What do you need?
There's a young woman in a cell somewhere in Friar's Keep. Her name's Zoe. She's got long dark hair, and she probably looks completely lost.
Sounds like someone I once knew.
Tell her that we're here to break her out, but we need her help in order to do that. Ask her to look around the cell, check the walls, the floor, the door. See if she can find a way to get out of there.
Got it. I won't let you down, April.
I'm counting on you, Crow.
Hey! Psst, psst. Up here!
What? What are you?
I'm a bird. Crow's the name. At your service, etc. You're Zoe, right?
Right. How did you know?
Got a friend of yours outside. April. She sends her regards. We're breaking you out. Exciting stuff, isn't it?
You can talk.
Just noticing that, huh? Right. You're from Stark. Talking bird's a big deal for you. Trust me, it really isn't.
No?
No. Of course, most birds don't speak a human language, but bird speak is a lot more complicated. Most bird brains can't hold both, so I've specialized. The world's a lot less annoying now that I don't understand what all these birds are going on about all the time. So, what's the plan?
The plan? I don't have a plan. I thought you were breaking me out.
Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just a messenger, see? And I don't want to get shot because of that whole messenger thing.
So what's the message?
Oh, I forgot about the message. Well, April says, she says, keep that upper lip stiff, trooper.
Really? That's what she said?
No. No, I can't remember what she said. Point is, we're breaking you out.
Shh, not so loud. They'll hear you. How do you plan to do that?
That's where you come in. April needs you to use your investigative skills. In other words, it's your move, baby.
Baby? Okay, I'll try my best.
Also, Uncharted habe ich nicht gespielt, aber ich kenne die alten Tomb Raider-Spiele. Also Tomb Raider 1 und 2 hatte ich noch gespielt. Und danach nicht mehr. Und Tomb Raider war sonst relativ cool. Also Crow ist ja das erste Mal im ersten Teil mit April aufgetaucht. Und April war natürlich auch überrascht. Beziehungsweise April hat Crow befreit. Und überhaupt erst mal Crow den Namen gegeben.
The cell door is locked. There's a hatch, but it only opens from the outside. Hey! Hello! Open up!
What's the bloody racket? You're giving me a bloody headache.
It's so dark in here, and I'm feeling a bit claustrophobic.
Classo? What?
I don't like enclosed spaces. Would you mind leaving the hatch open? It'll make me feel better.
Oh, yeah. Is that right? Dearie me.
We can't have you feeling bad, can we? After all, this ain't jail. It's a bloody holiday resort, innit? No.
Please, I'll be very grateful.
How grateful?
I'm not sure. How grateful do you...
Will you sing me a song?
Song?
Yeah. A jingle. A ditty. A rhythmic series of musical notes. Like me mum used to.
I guess. I can do that. Yes. Yes, I can sing you a song. Later.
Thanks ever so much. I'll just leave the hatch open then, shall I? And I'll come back later, right? For that ditty.
Yes. Yeah.
So. Spiritfarer habe ich, glaube ich, schon öfters mal gehört und vielleicht auch woanders im Stream gesehen. Und gespielt habe ich das nicht. So, das ist offen.
That's Crow. He's here with April to rescue me.
I'll wait here while you put that oversized human brain to work.
The door's bolted and locked from the outside. Even if I could reach that bolt, I wouldn't be able to lift it. I don't know if this will help, but it's a start. I got the guard to leave the hatch and the door open, and I can see the bar that keeps the door bolted. It's locked, and even if I could reach it, I wouldn't be able to move it. But maybe you or April can figure something out.
That's what we're here for, figuring things out. Also rescuing you, of course. For me, it's mostly the last one, not so much the former. Anyways, I'll fly down and tell April. She'll know what to do, I'm sure. She's the brains of the outfit. Also the brains. I'm just the wings and the beak.
Did you find her?
I did, and she's doing fine. They haven't beheaded her yet. I think. Can they reattach your head after cutting it off?
No. Did you find anything in the cell we can use to get her out of there?
The hatch and the door's open. Zoe says the door is locked from the outside with a metal bar. There's a guard, but he's not very attentive.
Right. So we need something to take care of that bolt and something to get rid of the guard. Any ideas?
Magic's always a good answer. You can't go wrong with magic. That's my final answer. Magic.
Magic won't work inside Friar's Keep. The stone walls work as a sort of magical jammer. But potions would still work. That's chemistry, not magic. And I know where to get potions. Rupert Clacks. Wait here, Crow.
Alrighty. I'll keep my eye on the tower in case anything, happens.
Ja, das ist es manchmal, wenn man die Spiele bei anderen sieht, das super findet. Aber dann irgendwie, dadurch, dass man das schon gesehen hat, dann irgendwie doch nicht so die Lust hat, das noch selber anzuspielen. Wobei, es kommt immer drauf an. Ich habe öfters Bock auf Spiele, die ich trotzdem, also die ich im Vorfeld gesehen habe, die trotzdem selber nochmal irgendwie zu erleben. Gerade auch wenn ich Streams gucke, ich bin ja nicht von Anfang bis Ende immer dabei. Zumindest bin ich nicht immer bewusst und wach dabei. Aber ich lasse sehr häufig Streams laufen, während ich schlafe.
Serving all your spice needs. We've got spices. Mrs. Mullins, best there is.
Okay, wo ist Rupert Clacks? Natürlich am anderen Ende. Wo auch sonst. Mercuria ist ja in Dreamfall Chapters so wesentlich größer gestaltet. Also theoretisch ist das ja genauso groß, nur von begehbaren wirkt das dann natürlich noch größer.
You're back. How may I assist you this time?
I need a couple of potions.
You've certainly come to the right place. What do you need? A love potion? Acne away. Webbed toes no more. Some sort of a scented lubricant?
Scented? No, I need something that can melt metal.
Iron be gone.
And something that can knock someone out cold.
Knock you out. Extra strength. Tossable or drinkable?
I guess it needs to have some range.
Excellent. One moment.
Wonderful.
Visit Roper Clacks. At your service.
Thank you.
Anytime, my lady.
Ach, schön. Okay, dann habe ich die Potions.
Everything a wizard, witch, or warlock may require.
Ja, Meta hat sich das ja auf Deutsch hingepatcht. Aber ich persönlich bin halt immer so ein Fan von Originalsprachausgaben. Und deswegen wollte ich mir da keine weiteren Umstände machen.
I need you to do something for me, Crow. I need you to fly up there with these 2 potions. Can you do that?
No problemo. That's what my talons are for. Just hand them over, and Crow's your man. Bird. Birdman. Guybird. Whatever, I'm that. I come bearing gifts. April got her hands on some potions that might be of use to you. This one melts metal, apparently. Careful, you don't want to spill that on the floor, or, your hands.
So I pour this on the bolt?
I guess so. What do I know? Birds don't have any use for chemistry. Then there's this one.
What's this for?
It's a knockout bomb. You toss it, it breaks, smoke comes out, people fall over, that sort of thing. Real popular with the kids for some reason.
Okay, for the guard. So I just toss it at his feet and he'll be knocked out. Will he get hurt?
He might wake up with a headache. Just remember that he would cut your head off without a moment's hesitation. It's a Mershnik eat Mershnik world, baby. And only the strongest Mershniks survive.
Ja, also solche Nachvertonungen können natürlich gut gemacht sein, aber sie können natürlich auch mies sein.
I've only got one of these smoke bombs, so I'd better make it count. The door's locked and bolted from the outside.
Okay, dann fange ich wohl mit der Säure an. Oh, Wunder. Chapter 7 haben wir hier. Dann nehme ich mal hier den nächsten Slot.
Settle down, you. And put those trousers back on. Disgraceful. If your mum could see you now, she'd be horrified. Horrified.
Ah, da ist er. Okay. Shit, 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 shit. Das wollte ich so nicht. Okay, das habe ich schon mal besser hingekriegt. Oh, nee. Uncool. Okay, ich muss natürlich die Bombe werfen. Aber das muss natürlich auch erstmal funktionieren.
Settle down, you.
Wieso geht das nicht?
I'll need to be careful. I wouldn't want this to blow up in my face.
Okay. Dann versuche ich mal den richtigen Spot zum Werfen zu finden. Okay, das hat es wieder verpasst. Nochmal. Na komm, werfen, Mädel, mehr werfen. Shit.
I'll need to get close enough to toss the knockout potion at him.
Okay, das dürfte das immer noch nicht. Tritt ihm zwischen die Beine, da müsste er liegen. Ja, müsste. Aber die Option habe ich leider nicht. Ah, Schleichen funktioniert besser. Alter, wie nah dann noch? Alter. Mon Dieu. Jetzt muss das aber gehen.
It worked. He's out cold. It worked. He's out cold. It's locked. The jailer probably has the key.
Dreamfall Chapters beginnt ja so ziemlich hier in diesem Gefängnis.
Hey, Warden, what's happening with lunch? My stomach's killing me.
Mrs. Britt has the day off, Mr. Bierman. You'll just have to wait.
Sir, can't we just order something in?
Well, it'll have to come out of your salary then, Mr. Bierman. Our budget doesn't cover such extravagances.
Extravagances, my arse. Fine, sir, as long as I get some food.
Very well. I shall send for a sandwich, the cost of which will be deducted from your next salary.
Okay.
I heard something that could be of use. There's another guard between this floor and the bottom floor, and he just ordered a sandwich.
Ah, the classic caper a la cuisine.
The what?
Oh, I thought we were doing a thing now. I was just making stuff up. Sorry. I don't know if that information will be helpful or not, but I'll let April figure that part out.
Thanks.
Stay brave. We're not giving up until you're safely out of here. Or dead. Jackpot! Maybe. Someone in there's got the munchies, and they just ordered out. Sandwich.
From where?
I don't think Zoe caught that part. She just said sandwich.
So it doesn't matter. I can fake it. So, food delivery. That's the way to get in.
Genau. Und dann organisieren wir uns mal ein Sandwich. Am besten so ein Spezial-Sandwich. Gibt es schon Subway in der Zeit? Ich glaube nicht, aber eventuell ein Vorgänger. Also hier sieht das nicht nach Subway aus. Nein, definitiv nicht. Gucken wir doch mal, was Europa Cracks im Angebot hat. Oder jemand anderes dort vom Marktstand. Irgendwer wird hier doch Sandwiches verkaufen, oder? Und Roper Clacks gibt dann bestimmt die Spezialmischung dazu.
What do the Azadi want from us? Why have they stuck us in here? We have it. Old Town's getting too crowded. It just wasn't built to house so many people.
Roper Clacks, at your service.
I need something that'll make someone fall asleep. Something edible without flavor or smell.
Betty Bye, a perennial favorite of ours. One moment.
Perfekt, jetzt fehlt nur noch das Sandwich. Ich glaube, da gehe ich zu Ben Raymer. Ich habe ja diesen Teil nur einmal gespielt gehabt. 100%ig auswendig kenne ich das jetzt alles nicht. Aber ich glaube, Ben Raymer macht das Sandwich. Ich war noch nie bei Subway essen. Noch nie. Generell, ich gehe ungern essen auswärts oder so. Ich gehe auch ungern in Cafés. Ich lasse mich ungern bedienen. Und ich bin halt auch irgendwie nie zufrieden. Es erscheint mir immer alles viel zu teuer für das, was man da so bekommt.
Benrime, I need some food.
My word, child, are you so hungry that you've forgotten your manners? In this place we say please.
I'm sorry, I'm in a hurry. That girl Zoe, she's...
What's wrong with her?
She's in Friar's Keep, Benrime.
What? By the balance, how did that happen?
I don't know, and right now I don't care. I need to get her out of there before they ship her off to Sadir.
A poor child. But why are you here asking me for food when she needs your help?
Because I need to make a delivery to the prison. It's the only way to get inside.
Oh, of course. One moment. Here you are, April. That ought to get you inside. Well, don't waste any time. Go rescue her. Go.
Das ist sehr nett, Hannibal. Eventuell mache ich da auch eine Ausnahme. Sag mal, meinst du, das Taschentuch riecht nach Chloroform? Sie. Ja, okay. Na, das ist schon ziemlich blöd. Ich finde es halt auch immer furchtbar hier, wenn Leute ankommen, Kollegen und so, hier meinst du, es riecht nach Rauch? Die wollen immer irgendwie einen ärgern, habe ich das Gefühl. Aber was soll's. Arbeit ist halt schon übel. Ja, ich bin ungern unter Menschen. Also Menschen sind einfach doof. Vor allem, wenn man sich halt nicht so wirklich aus wohlständigen Gründen trifft. Und einfach nur gezwungenermaßen miteinander auskommen muss. Und so verhalten die sich da meistens auch. Wahrscheinlich ist das cool oder so, ich weiß es nicht. Das macht wahrscheinlich ihr Leben lebenswerter in der Situation. Ja, das Problem ist halt auch, man ist halt wirklich ständig an jeder Ecke von anderen belästigt. Ist ja nicht so, dass man immer gut und gerne mit Menschen umgeben ist. Und besonders wenn man beruflich halt mit so vielen Leuten zu tun hat.
Is that a sandwich? Good, 'cause I'm starving.
This isn't for you, Crow. I need it to get into the prison.
Oh, right. The classic Trojan sandwich. Good move, April. After all, that's how the Iridians conquered Eruden.
With a sandwich?
Not as such. They had this huge boat, which they filled with explosives, and then they tied this straw puppet in a dress with ginormous... never mind.
Hallöchen, Shadows. Gelobt sei das Land, draußen ungleich Menschen trefft. Ja, so mitten in Hamburg ist das schon schwierig.
Quit teasing me with that sandwich. I'm starving. Go make your delivery already.
So. Macht der Gewohnheit. Dann wollen wir mal abliefern.
Who is it?
You ordered a sandwich.
Did I place that order already? Oh, never mind. Mr. Biernon has made it known to all and sundry that he's peckish. And we can't let Mr. Biernon's stomach stay empty, can we? No, no, no. Enter.
I have your lunch delivery.
Very good, very good. Leave it on the table, please. Good day.
I can bring the sandwich upstairs if you want. Sounded like your man was quite hungry. I can bring the sandwich upstairs. Save you the trip.
Yes, that will be fine. Go ahead. The food elevator's on the first floor. Oh, and Mr. Biernon guards the second floor. The food's for him.
Ja, theoretisch geht sich ja jeder, also jeder jeden am Arsch vorbei. Außer jemand will dann irgendwie irgendwas aus irgendwelchen Gründen von dem anderen. Ich finde es dann halt auch immer furchtbar, gerade jetzt, wo ich auch erkältet war. In jeder Ecke, in jeder Sekunde wird man dann von Kundschaft belagert. Und jeder hat irgendwie eine Frage, will irgendwas wissen, will irgendwas zeigen, will irgendwas sagen. Es ist einfach nervig. Und ich denke, hey, hallo, haut doch mal alle ab, ich brauche ein Taschentuch.
It's closed.
Okay, wo ist jetzt hier die Möglichkeit, das hochzufahren? Keine Möglichkeit. Menschen riechen das und drücken mir einfach Gespräche auf. Ja, ja, genau, das meine ich. Also das erlebe ich auch sehr, sehr häufig. Das habe ich leider auch sehr, sehr häufig, dass Leute einfach nur quatschen wollen und dann sich ausgerechnet mich aussuchen. Ja, meistens sprechen mich auch Leute an, immer wieder, wie ich aussehe, meine Haare und ne? Und wie ist denn das und bla und... Oder noch schlimmer war mal ein Mann auf dem Arbeitsweg, der mir irgendwie was von schönem Leben erzählt hat und ist doch alles super, wenn alles lustig ist und so. Äh, hallo, bei mir ist gar nichts lustig. Jedenfalls, man trifft es immer komplett so, als könnte man könnte die Leute manchmal einfach ins Gesicht kotzen, wie sie einfach haben. Tja, also ich sehe offenbar immer wieder ansprechend aus. Und allein ein Kollege meinte, ich mache immer gute Miene zum bösen Spiel. Ich gucke eigentlich immer sehr finster rein. Ist ja nicht so, dass ich irgendwie lächelnd irgendwie durch die Gegend laufe. Theoretisch gucke ich so, als würde ich jeden töten wollen. Ich lächle nur sehr, sehr selten. Aber es wird halt anders interpretiert.
It's closed.
Wieso komme ich dann jetzt hier nicht weiter? Vielleicht sieht das Anziehen in Hamburg aus. Nee, ich glaube eher, es mangelt halt einfach an Respekt unter Leuten. Vor allem bei mir halt, weil ich halt schweigsam bin. Dem fehlt es halt allen so ein bisschen, dass ich denen einen auf die Fresse gebe. Aber ich verstehe den Scheiß leider zu gut. Deswegen bin ich einfach emotional kühl. Mir geht das halt alles sehr weit am Arsch vorbei. Ja. Also vor allem, wenn ich krank bin, ne, dann möchte ich erst recht meine Ruhe haben. Was natürlich auf der Arbeit überhaupt nicht gewährleistet ist.
It's closed. It's closed.
It's closed, ja, toll.
Once the guard takes a bite of this,
Also irgendwie fehlt mir hier eine Lösung. Und klar, April will erstmal gucken. Das hier ist eigentlich der Food Elevator, der genutzt werden möchte. Ich habe das Sandwich, kann aber nicht interagieren gerade. Hier geht es nicht weiter. Hier ist ein Ofen. Kann ich auch nicht interagieren. Von da unten kam ich. Hier geht es nicht weiter. Strange. Okay, vielleicht starte ich das Spiel einfach mal oder lade das Spiel einfach mal neu. Einzelhandel ist immer undankbar. Ja, nur ich sage den Kunden halt nicht so direkt, dass ich irgendwie keinen Bock auf extra Gespräche habe. Wenn die eine Frage haben, dann versuche ich die natürlich zu beantworten, so gut es geht. Aber ich werde halt ungern patzig. Aber gerade deshalb kommen die Leute wahrscheinlich in Scharen ständig zu mir, weil ich mich zusammenreißen kann.
It's closed. It's closed.
Okay, Food Elevator hier. Nix geht mehr. Ich spreche mal mit den Heini da am Eingang. Sehr schade. Hier liegen Stiefel rum. Okay, geht nicht. Ja, rätselhaft. Hallöchen, Graf Panda. Ach komm, hier gibt es doch gar nicht so viele Optionen. Ich habe ein Sandwich in der Tasche. Und das soll in den zweiten Stock. Über Food Delivery. Was leider nicht reagiert. Ich habe hier das tolle verschlossene Schloss. Aber hier komme ich gerade nicht weiter. Weil nichts anzuklicken ist. Wieso auch immer. Und das Tor ist auch einfach nur zu. Und es bleibt zu. Hier geht auch nichts.
It's closed.
Ja, und eigentlich wäre es schön, wenn es auf wäre, nicht wahr?
I hope Clack's sleeping potion won't do any permanent damage to the guard.
Die Perspektive ist auch der Hammer. Und was will man mehr? Ja, April hat einen Sandwich in der Tasche. Und nichts weiter. Und ich habe hier auch nichts weiter an Möglichkeiten, außer festzustellen, dass das verschlossen ist.
It's closed. It's closed.
Und generell habe ich hier irgendwie gar keine Möglichkeiten. Und ich frage mich, why? Wieso geht hier gar nichts? Habe ich irgendwas übersehen?
Those gates are pretty solid. No one gets in or out of here unless the warden says so. Those gates are pretty solid. No one gets in or out of here unless the warden says so.
Habe ich hier irgendwas übersehen? Nein. Doch. Ah. Geht doch.
Finally, I'm starving.
Okay, wonderful. Geht doch.
It's locked. The jailer probably has the key.
Can't keep my eyes open.
It's locked. He's sleeping really heavily. I doubt he'll wake up even if I make a lot of noise.
Sehr schön, dann bin ich gleich hier draußen. Beziehungsweise eine kleine Höhle gibt es ja noch. Ja, da hast du recht, Senior. Und glaube, psychische Krankheiten sind echt logisch, dass sie entstehen. Ich bin leider auch schon Opfer geworden. Ich habe mich damals immer als ein Mädel gesehen, so tough wie ich war, dass mir sowas nicht passieren kann. Aber da habe ich komplett falsch gedacht. Ich weiß jetzt komplett, wie sich das zusammensetzt, weil ich weiß auch, wie sich das anfühlt und was es mit einem macht. Und ich weiß halt auch, dass ich mich noch nicht mal dafür schämen brauche, dass ich keinen Bock auf Leute habe. Also im direktesten Sinne nicht.
You're welcome. Look, we may not have much time, so let's get out of here before anyone shows up.
Okay, where are we going?
I haven't thought that far yet. I mean, we can try and fight our way out, but I'm not sure how good you are with the staff.
Not very. We'll have to find some other way out.
Okay, dann latschen wir mal wieder hoch. Wenn man da durchkäme.
We need to find a way out now. That's where the food goes. That's where the food goes. Those gates are pretty solid. No one gets in or out of here unless the warden says so. We need to find a way out now.
Ja, wollen wir nicht nach oben gehen? Genau. Jetzt komme ich da durch. Ja, ich weiß, was du meinst, Seniorenclub. Eigentlich zu einzelnen Menschen habe ich halt auch irgendwie noch Bezug. Nur halt nicht wahllos zu irgendwelchen Leuten. Weißt du, bei Menschen, die mir halt egal sind und auch gefühlt egal bleiben werden, versuche ich halt irgendwie nicht künstlich irgendwie einen auf gut Freund zu machen. Und einen auf privat, oh, alles super, beste Freunde und so. Das muss man da nicht machen. Also neutral gesehen komme ich eigentlich mit jedem relativ gut zurecht. Nur andere kommen halt mit mir nicht zurecht, weil ich halt neutral bleibe. Die wollen halt alle irgendwie mehr rausreizen, irgendwie das Mädel, das irgendwie schüchtern ist, immer sehen, oder das Mädel, das jeden anhimmelt,
We
oder
need to find a way out
ich weiß
now.
nicht, was sie immer sehen wollen. Die versuchen das immer zu triggern. Aber das bin ich halt nicht. Ich will halt das Mädel, das irgendwie sehr speziell ist. Okay, die Schlüssel habe ich hier nicht. Das ist schade. Mal gucken, was haben wir hier an tollen Möglichkeiten. Das wäre unlogisch. Was ich halt auch immer erlebe, ich werde komplett schräg interpretiert. Und für mich ist das halt nervig.
We need to find a way out now.
Ich kann mich versuchen zu erklären und es wäre dann wie rechtfertigen und so, und aber das geht bei anderen zum einen Ohr rein und zum anderen wieder raus. Deswegen ergibt es auch überhaupt keinen Sinn, da großartig reden zu schwingen und meine Individualität versuchen auszudrücken. Das vergisst jeder Arsch.
I'm guessing that handle controls the food elevator.
Das Ding ist halt einfach, die anderen sind halt selber nicht richtig interessiert, aber die verlangen halt irgendwie eine Schauspielkunst zur Unterhaltung irgendwie. Ich weiß nicht. Das sind die bei mir halt ganz, ganz falsch. Bei mir gibt es keine Schokomuffins und ein Lächeln gibt es halt auch nur selten. Irgendwie macht mir das hier alles Sorgen. Das ist doch, hier gibt es gar nicht so viele Möglichkeiten. Ich habe jetzt nur die einzige Interaktionsmöglichkeit da bei diesem tollen Ofen, bei dem Schacht.
I'm guessing that handle controls the food elevator.
Auf und zu. Toll.
That's where the food goes. That's where the food goes.
Und weiter? Ach, toll. Ganz, ganz toll.
We need to find a way out now.
Also ich treffe, seit es mir jetzt richtig gammelig ging letztes Jahr, erstmal gar keinen.
We need to find a way out now.
Immer wenn es mir so richtig, also wenn es ins Depressive geht. Und damit meine ich jetzt nicht ein auf Trauerklos, sondern wirklich depressiv. Dann habe ich halt einfach keinen Bock auf irgendwas und wen. Da bin ich halt einfach antriebslos, müde, aber richtig müde. Und da geht halt einfach auch nichts in fröhlichem Sinne, gerade wegen dieser Müdigkeit. Und es gibt halt keinen Menschen, der da irgendwie irgendwas sagen könnte, was einen aufmuntert. Das regelt sich dann auch nicht über Gespräche oder so. Und verstehen tun sowieso die wenigsten, solange sie selber irgendwie nichts Ähnliches, Adäquates durchgemacht haben. Aber das Schlimmste ist immer solche, die dann anfangen, klug zu scheißen. Das ist dann so das Allerschlimmste. Mir reicht es halt immer nur, wenn jemand dann das anhört, weiß, was Sache ist und dann okay und das akzeptieren kann. Dann sei halt mal fröhlich, lach doch mal. Ja, dieses lach doch mal, ey. Und dann versuchen irgendwie blöde Witze zu reißen. Oh mein Gott. Als ob das einen aus einer Depression hebt. Also, das ist schon maximal lächerlich.
Those gates are pretty solid. No one gets in or out of here unless the warden says so.
Oh, ich hasse dieses Gefängnis. Ah, hier ist eine Tür. Und die geht sogar auf.
They've got a kitchen, but no kitchen staff. Lucky. They've got a kitchen, but no kitchen staff. Lucky for us.
Ja, Mensch, eine Tür, die aufgeht. Das könnte die Lösung sein. Ein Fenster. Das könnte auch die Lösung sein.
Hey, help me push this thing over to that wall.
Ja, also theoretisch ja, weil man erfährt halt sehr viel von sich selber, man denkt sehr viel nach und man sieht die Welt halt auch mit nicht so ganz tollen Augen, nicht so blumigen Augen, sag ich mal, aber man ist halt nicht so scheiße gegenüber anderen. Beziehungsweise man haut nicht Dinge raus, die anderen das Leben noch schwerer machen.
There's a big metal hook on the wall.
Ja, dieses Geh halt mal raus, das habe ich mir als Kind, oh, das heißt ja als Jugendliche sehr häufig angehört. Ich glaube, ich war halt auch damals schon tendenziell depressiv. Aber ich bin halt nicht so krank aufgefallen, dass ich da irgendwie bei einem Arzt deswegen gelandet wäre. Beim Arzt bin ich erst so richtig gelandet, beziehungsweise Krankenhaus, als ich psychotisch geworden bin. Und das ist ja, ne, das baut ja letztlich auf einer Depression. Die meiste Zeit habe ich das halt selber irgendwie bewältigt. Und das halte ich eigentlich auch so auf mir, das irgendwie selber bewältigen zu können. Kein Gespräch der Welt könnte mich da irgendwie von entlasten. Und keine Medikamente der Welt.
What do you mean you're not getting involved? You are involved, April, whether you like it or not.
I understand that you're upset, but this is not my fight. I know that now.
Oh, because this Guardian person told you? Does he know everything?
Maybe not. But he told me that my role in this thing is over, that I'm free.
So what? You're just going to walk away? You're not going to help me? What am I supposed to do?
You'll find out, I'm sure. I know I did.
Fine, yeah. God forbid you put yourself on the line again. Did you ever think that maybe the reason you saved the world the first time around was because others helped you?
Others helped me, yes, and they suffered for it. There's no justice in this universe. No matter how much you give, there's no guarantee you'll ever get anything back.
That's no reason to give up. It's called having faith, April. You might want to try it out.
That's... Look, Zoe, I've told you everything I know. I've helped you as much as I can. You're on your own now. I have others to take care of.
Das Ding ist, man kommt sowieso nicht raus. Seniorenclub. Depression ist halt ein Standard. Also bei mir ist es halt persönlich so, ich habe regelmäßig in mehreren Jahren Abständen immer mal wieder so ein extremes Tief. Dazwischen habe ich dann auch mal eine Situation, ungefähr ein Jahr, da geht es mir so blendend, da bin ich so motiviert, ich denke, da kann ich alles schaffen. Und dann mache ich halt wahnsinnig viel und danach geht es dann irgendwie wieder bergab. Weil ich wahrscheinlich irgendwas übertreibe, falsch gemacht habe oder sonst was. Und das habe ich dann auch schon echt ewig. Und allmählich erkenne ich meine eigenen Muster. Deswegen weiß ich dann auch selber immer schon, wie ich damit umgehen möchte, wie ich das sehen möchte. Aber Depression ist halt generell nichts, wo man rauskommt. Man sieht halt die Welt halt sehr düster und sie ist halt irgendwie auch düster.
Fine. If I have to do this on my own, I will.
Also
Have a
es
nice
gibt
life,
zumindest
April
nichts,
Ryan.
was einen so
What the heck is
die
the matter
Energie
with
gibt.
you?
Crow.
Die Energie gibt, irgendwie dann sich besser zu fühlen, als man sich gerade fühlt. Man fühlt sich nur immer verarscht davor. Also, wenn Leute versuchen, einen irgendwie gut zuzureden, also ich komme mir da nur noch blöder vor. Ja, meistens ist man halt auch neutral. Man kann ja nicht in jeder Situation explodieren, oder? Man denkt ja auch drüber nach und das drüber nachdenken neutralisiert ja den Impuls auszurasten. Und da ich halt ein vieldenkender Mensch bin, werde ich halt auch nicht ausrasten.
Oh, don't crow me. You let that poor girl walk out of here. She needed your help.
No, Crow, she doesn't. I spoke with the Guardian and...
The April Ryan I knew wouldn't be satisfied with saying, I spoke with the Guardian. She would have done everything she could to help her.
Well, I'm not the April Ryan you once knew. I'm tired of being responsible for everyone. I'm just tired.
Well, too bad, because the world won't wait around for you to feel untired. And if you're not going to help Zoe, then I certainly am.
Crow! Oh, forget it. I have more important things to worry about.
Ich glaube, es ist einfach, die Dinge versuchen darzustellen und zu erklären. Aber die Leute haben also man kann dieses Lebensgefühl nicht vermitteln, was es halt ausmacht. Man kann es einfach schlecht übermitteln, wie sich das anfühlt, wenn die Leute nichts Adäquates kennen.
Hey, wait up! Wait up! Hey! Phew. You're a fast walker.
Long legs and a bad mood.
A lethal combination.
Man könnte genauso gut versuchen, Leute in Ketten zu legen und sagen, ja, ne, denk positiv und dann kommst du da schon raus. Und viel Glück. Und tschüss.
So why doesn't April want to help you?
Ketten sind interessant, ja, nicht wahr, Shadows?
I don't know. It's like she doesn't care about anyone but herself.
Exactly. She's selfish and mean, and I've had it with her. From now on, I'll be your sidekick.
My sidekick?
Look, I'm not the hero type, but I'm not the sit on the sidelines while the world goes to hell type either. If things need doing, I'll help with the doing of them.
I've never had a sidekick before.
It's easy. I provide the banter and commentary, and you do the stuff.
What stuff?
The talking and the running and the saving of the world. If a helpful hint or, an inappropriate joke is needed, bam, I'm right there.
Cool.
Oh, I know what that means. Don't tell me. It means great, doesn't it? So, where do we start?
Tja, wenn es dann nur Faulheit wäre. Aber ist halt egal, wie die das sehen, man kann halt nicht anders. Man könnte sich halt durchschleppen, aber das macht halt auch keinen besseren Eindruck. Echt seriöse Themen hier. Ja, ich genieße es eigentlich, das hier zu besprechen. Und zu merken, dass es viele andere halt auch irgendwie trifft, auf irgendeine Art und Weise. Genau, es soll auch eher ein Erfahrungsaustausch sein. Ich suche gar keine Behandlung von irgendwen. Also in Sachen Behandlung und Selbstbehandlung hätte ich ja eine Menge zu erzählen, aber so viel will ich gar nicht von mir erzählen, ehrlich gesagt. Jedenfalls nicht so salopp. Das könnte ich gar nicht. Aber ich habe mich wirklich sehr intensiv mit dem ganzen Scheiß beschäftigt. Deswegen finde ich, dass es auch ein gutes Thema ist, selbst für so einen öffentlichen Chat.
Well, what do you suggest, Crow?
I suggest we get help. You're young and inexperienced and, let's face it, as lost as a babe in the woods. No sexism intended. Me, on the other hand, I'm usually wise to the ways of the world, but I really have no idea what's going on. So, we get help from someone who's both wiser and more clued in than either of us. Beards are a good indication.
Beards?
It signifies age and wisdom, and also sometimes poor personal hygiene. I think those things are actually connected.
Who did you have in mind?
There's a bloke that April knows. He's in the city now. He's got a beard, and he's an adult. A perfect combination. His name is Brian Westhouse.
Also, wenn jemand Behandlung sucht, es gibt ja Anlaufstellen, die professionell genannt sind. Die sind halt nur nie verfügbar, aber es gibt solche, ne? Da muss man nur erstmal 3 Jahre Wartezeit einplanen. In 3 Jahren ist erstmal wieder alles okay, aber was soll's.
Okay, so where do we find this West House?
As chance would have... Wait, no! It's probably fate. If there's one thing I've learned, when things like this happen, it's almost always fate. As fate would have it, I saw Westhouse when I was flying here. I think he was on his way to the South Gate. If we hurry, he might still be there.
Actually, Crow, I want to walk around for a bit first.
That's fine. I'll spend some quality time hunting for crumbs. I think I saw a big, juicy one next to that pile of Elguan doo-doo.
Hey, Crow, find any good crumbs?
Are you kidding? This place has got scraps worthy of kings. I just ate something I think might have been in the maggot family, and it was delicious.
It sounds like you have some experience being a sidekick.
I'm a member of the guild. No, that's not a joke. I was actually inducted into the Guild of Sidekicks after April and I saved the world. They gave me a badge and everything. Sidekick of the month. If only my poor old mom could have seen that. Come to think of it, all she ever saw of me was an egg. Of course, the very next month, that annoying man-child with the hairy feet and the chubby face got the badge. What did he...
Natürlich sollte man das immer alles, also wenn man Meinungen annehmen möchte von anderen, sollte man da wirklich Fachpersonal einbeziehen. Aber ich habe eigentlich meine eigene Meinung. Die ist auch sehr, sehr fest, Seniorenclub. Ich stehe ja jetzt nicht im Dunkeln mit irgendwelchen Fragen dazu. Und das ist halt alles schon mit der Psychose über 10 Jahre her. Mit Koks. Oh mein Gott. Es gibt bestimmt viele Leute, die komplett abstürzen. Jeder geht das halt irgendwie anders an. Und man macht sich halt auch zum Opfer mit sowas. Kommt drauf an, wenn man so an blöde Menschen gerät.
He do? Carry someone up a hill? Ha! He didn't even crack a single joke to lighten the mood.
Deswegen ist es einfach manchmal besser, sich zurückzuziehen, anstatt sich zum Opfer machen zu lassen.
No sense of humor whatsoever.
I want to walk around for a bit before we do anything else.
Okay, I'll wait here. I've already spotted some scrumptious-looking crumbs with my name on them.
Naja, aber es ist halt alles maximal so belastend und ermüdend und nervig, dass man halt keine Kraft hat, sich gegen irgendeinen Scheiß zu wehren, weißt du? Also mir geht das jedenfalls so. Man denkt sich zwar sein Teil, man kann sich so vielleicht sogar innerlich aufregen, aber die Energie hat man einfach nicht, um da irgendwie mit irgendwen ins Gefecht zu gehen, deswegen. Und dagegen kann halt auch keiner was machen.
In the name of the goddess and the Six, you will lay down your arms and submit to our swords.
What?
Stay there. Do not make a move.
Search the premises. Let no one leave.
What in the name of the Six is going on?
Spare us the theatrics, publican. We know that you shelter rebels.
Rebels? Of course not. This is a peaceful and law-abiding establishment.
If that is the case, you will receive an official apology and recompense from the office of the emissary. But I'm afraid we cannot take your word for it.
The cellar is clear. There's no one else in here, Apostle.
I'll take the second floor myself.
Drogen waren bei mir auch überhaupt kein Thema. Also zum Drogenthema kann ich mich überhaupt nicht äußern, weil sowas würde ich halt auch noch nicht mal aus Neugier in Betracht ziehen. Genauso wie Rauchen, Kiffen oder irgendwas. Ich hasse es einfach. Ich hasse es, wenn da Leute so um einen rumstehen, die immer nur rauchen, rauchen, rauchen. Nee, diese Steuerung. Immerhin sind die Gegner irgendwie nicht so ganz so übel. Und da kommt der nächste. Ich trinke noch nicht mal Kaffee. Na gut, ähm, als Leckerli, manchmal, wenn ich Bock drauf habe, trinke ich schon Cappuccino oder sowas. Oder ganz selten wirklich mal Kaffee. Aber am liebsten mag ich meinen Leckerli-Kaffee dann mit ganz viel Schlagsahne und einer Kugel Eis. Da mag ich Kaffee. Aber so als alltägliches Getränk gar nicht.
Do not make a move, witch. What is your name?
I'll give you one last chance to save your neck, witch. You will help me find someone, or you will die. And not just you. We will send the proprietor of this tavern to Sadir to stand trial for treason. As for your friends who've just left harbor, their ship will be boarded and the supplies confiscated. Do you know how the Azadi punish smugglers?
Please.
Their feet and hands are bound. They are weighed down with metal, and then they are dropped into the ocean.
Please.
Sport. Ich habe jeden Tag Sport. Ja gut, ich bin auch schon bald 40, Seniorenclub. Und ich hab's halt nicht so mit Leuten klicken oder so. Mit Klicken schon gar nicht. Also in Menschengruppen halte ich mich äußerst ungern auf. Wenn ich in einem Club bin, dann auch nur um zu fotografieren. Und Sport und Bewegung, das brauche ich halt und das nehme ich mir auch. Und das ist ganz selbstverständlich und auf meine Ernährung und Gesundheit achte ich halt auch sehr. Und ich tue halt alles, damit es mir besser geht, sage ich mal so. Und trotzdem kann ich halt meinen Rückfall manchmal nicht verhindern, weil halt auch Außenumstände damit verwickelt sind. Es gibt halt genug Menschen, die wünschen sich mir halt wirklich die Krätze an den Hals oder halt, dass es mir schlecht geht oder dass ich dann halt rumheule oder sonst irgendwas. Und manchmal kriegen sie es halt dann auch hin, dass ich dann rückfällig werde. In meiner Jugend habe ich, na gut, ich bin manchmal mit irgendwelchen Leuten mitgelaufen, aber zu tun hatte ich mit keinem irgendwie. Ich fand alle doof. Und heute stehe ich halt dazu, wenn ich Leute doof finde, dass ich halt nicht mit dem mitdackeln muss.
Please, let them be. They carry only medicine and food.
I have no quarrel with you or your compatriots. I seek only one person. The one my people call the Scorpion.
The Scorpion?
What do you know of him?
If I tell you about the Scorpion, will you let us go, Benrime? Me, the shipment?
No, but if you lead me to the Scorpion, then yes, I will let you and your friends go. You'll have your food and medicine.
Leave the boat be, Azadi. Please, there are no weapons aboard. It poses no harm to your people.
It's in your hands now.
Very well. I will take you to the Scorpion, but only if you give me your word that you will harm no one else.
You have my word.
May the stars forgive me for what I am about to do.
Ja, Seniorenclub, nur das reicht den Leuten halt nicht. Man gibt halt, was man geben kann und was man gerade verfügbar hat, aber es reicht halt nie. Das Wort zum Montag. Ja, ist schon klar. Also ich würde jetzt auch niemandem gegenüber irgendwie rumfluchend eine Antwort geben oder irgendwie, wie gesagt, patzig reagieren. Ich denke, ich mache das alles schon ganz richtig. Was ich von anderen Kollegen manchmal nicht behaupten kann. Die haben halt manchmal einfach, ne, die sind halt anderer Natur irgendwie und darauf reagieren dann halt auch die Kunden anders. Und dann werden halt auch die Kunden sehr, sehr flaumig und dann artet das halt in Stress aus. Das passiert mir eigentlich so gut wie nie. Manchmal gibt es natürlich Kunden, die mich auch nicht leiden können. Aber es ist halt nie so dramatisch.
She's beautiful. I wonder what she is.
Ich habe wieder mal meinen Lieblings-Thai-Curry gemacht. Allerdings mache ich mir die Dinge halt wirklich sehr portioniert. Mit kalt gepressten Ölen dann im Nachhinein gemischt. Nur das Gesündeste, wenn ich Fette verwende, dann möglichst das Gesündeste. Also ich stopfe mir nur gelegentlich mal mehr rein. Meistens, wenn mich was nervt. Oder, na gut, wenn mich nervt eigentlich ziemlich häufig was, wenn ich in einer blöden Situation bin. Dann stopfe ich mir wahrscheinlich auch jeden Tag mehr rein.
The Dark People are amazing. They're collectors, and they have a great library containing every book ever written.
Aber immerhin stopfe ich mir nicht alles rein. Ja, Thai Curry könnte zu meinem Lieblingsessen zählen, ja. Was? Ja, in letzter Zeit, ne, jetzt wo ich krank bin und mich alles es wird richtig rumgenervt überall. Da esse ich halt auch wieder mehr. Da braucht man Nervennahrung. Und Pizza esse ich so gut wie nie. Ich hatte eine Zeit lang Pizza-Phase, da war es dann Sauerteig-Gemüsepizza. Das wäre dann so meine Lieblingspizza. Aber eine Pizza ist generell von den Kalorien her viel mehr, als ich essen
The
würde.
inn is closed.
Also das, was eine Pizza an Kalorien hat, esse ich im gesunden Zustand am Tag. Also ungefähr. Wenn ich krank bin, esse ich meistens mehr. Bei vielen ist es eher umgekehrt. Deswegen interpretieren sie auch immer alles umgekehrt.
I just don't understand all this fuss about freedom and democracy. What's so different about Marcuria now that the Azadi run things? It smells the same to me.
Wenn ich meinen Körper fragen würde, würde er sagen, es ist alles lästig. Bleib einfach im Bett, trink deinen Tee, esse nur gelegentlich. Also ich esse eigentlich nur, um gesund zu bleiben und um zu funktionieren. Aber wenn ich arbeite, esse ich halt jeden Tag normal und portioniere mir das dann auch einigermaßen so, dass ich damit fit bleiben kann.
I hear the Coruscant is negotiating with the Azadi for a treaty. If that happens, there might finally be peace in the Northlands.
Das ist halt so schwer zu beschreiben. Bei mir ist es so, eigentlich habe ich gar keinen Bock, irgendwas zu essen. Aber wenn ich arbeite, kriege ich halt Hunger. Also ist das halt nur. Und dann wähle ich mir halt Dinge aus, die ich dann am naheliegendsten gern mag und die ich halt auch brauche.
Move along, citizen.
There's a road through the mountain, but it's closed off by an iron gate. There's a road through the mountain, but it's closed off by an iron gate.
Also Süßzeugs, da brauche ich immer was Bitteres hinterher. Brauche ich immer einen bitteren Tee. Dann geht das manchmal. Wenn ich Bock habe auf was Süßes, brauche ich auch immer meinen grünen Tee.
They must have just installed these steam machines. They look brand new, and they definitely don't fit into the whole medieval look of this place.
Ich kann halt den Geschmack von Süßzeugs lange nicht ab. Also wenn ich irgendwas Süßes esse, brauche ich halt wirklich immer auch einen Tee dazu.
It's Crow, my new sidekick. It's so cool to have a sidekick. I feel a lot better now.
Das kommt drauf an. Also ich habe eine Lieblingsschokolade, die ist mit Stevia gesüßt. Die kann ich dann ganz normal mit einem Tee hinterher genießen.
Can't talk. Eating.
Let's go find Westhouse.
I hope you know where we're going because I have absolutely no clue.
The Southgate Market, right? I know where that is.
Good, because I have absolutely no clue. I know up and down, but that's it.
Pizza Hawaii mochte ich auch mal, allerdings mag ich keinen Schinken. Als Kind habe ich zwar alles gegessen, aber Schinken hat sich da so ein bisschen rausgefiltert. Das war irgendwie, ich finde Schweinefleisch generell irgendwie pfui. Aber Fleisch esse ich sowieso kaum. Wenn ich mal Bock habe, dann habe ich halt Bock. Ebenso mit Fisch, aber meistens dann eher nicht.
Using only the finest organic ingredients, Eldwarden bladders, rat tails, dung.
Oh, he's so cute and cuddly, like a koala bear. That was probably a really horrible thing to say about a person.
Oh, Hannibal, das ist doch, naja, du kannst es sicherlich auch. Damals mochte ich immer nur eine Dreiviertel-Pizza. Dann das letzte Viertel war mir dann auch schon immer zu viel. Und wenn ich auf die Kalorien gucke im Nachhinein, verstehe ich auch wieso.
I'd imagine that's a trading vessel. It looks big enough to carry cargo.
Too many believe that if we only give the Azadi time, they will leave us be. I do not. The Azadi will never leave us be.
So, ich bin jetzt gerade etwas sehr unkonzentriert. Ich weiß überhaupt nicht, wohin. Ich gehe einfach mal überall hin. Aber ich glaube, hier muss ich überhaupt nicht hin. Aber ich schau mal, wo ich hier bin. Danke dir, Seniorenclub. Ich lüfte fast durchgehend. Dir auch alles Gute. Und natürlich schaffe ich das. Irgendwie. Oh, diese Themen wären auch was für Meta.
Zoe, over here!
Ach, da ist der gute Westhaus.
Good afternoon, young lady. Crow here tells me you're a friend of April Ryan.
I know her, yeah. I'm Zoe Castillo.
Brian Westhouse. You and April had a falling out?
Of sorts. Look, I'm sorry, but Crow told me you might be able to help.
I might? What is it you need my help with?
To get home, I guess. To Stark.
I figured as much. I'm afraid I can't help you with that, Miss Castillo, but I know someone who might.
Who?
Her name is the White Dragon, and from what I understand, Crow, you know where to find her.
I do. I can be of assistance. Yes!
Dragon? Like in big, flying, fire-breathing lizard?
More like skinny, pretty, with legs to kill for. I don't think she breathes fire, although she can get pretty fired up, if you know what I mean. Anyone? Anyone? Sheesh.
So where is she, this dragon person?
In a library. It's where all the hot chicks go, apparently.
She's in a place called the Dark People's City. If you know how to find it, it moves around with the ocean's currents. But Crow's just been there, haven't you, Crow?
Sure have. I spent several months there, learning the ancient art of sitting on my butt. Feathers.
And you know how to get back?
Sort of. Ish. I know the general direction. I remember the winds. They smelled like cinnamon and rose tea, wrapped in a fragrant bouquet of fresh bull mule excrement. But I can't point it out on a map, because maps just look like a confused monkey's scribblings to me. And I won't be able to lead a boat there. The waves make me all sick and disoriented.
We won't have to take a boat. We'll fly.
Uh-huh. I'll just wait here while the two of you grow some wings, shall I?
Where we're going, Crow, we won't be needing wings.
Wann muss ich denn los, wenn ich Nachtschicht habe? Morgen Abend. Morgen früh Abend, so.
I'm telling you, anything that flies without wings can't be trusted. It's against nature and all that's holy. But hey, no feathers off my bones. If it comes crashing down, I'm not the one who'll be needing wings.
Heute habe ich mir noch den Montag frei gegönnt. Mein Chef hat mir die Entscheidung überlassen, ob ich mir dann den Montag noch gönne, weil laut ursprünglichen Plan hätte ich halt auch den Montag frei. Oder ob ich den dann auch schon mit der Nachtschicht beginnen möchte. Ich habe halt so meine Gründe, dass ich heute dann mir den auch lieber frei gönne. Ich meine, Überstunden habe ich ja immer wieder genug. Und da ich ja auch nicht ganz gesund bin, muss ich ja nichts überstürzen, nicht wahr?
Your friend, he'll just lend it to us.
He owes me a favor. Besides, NPS, that would be the Northlands Parcel Service, has just upgraded their airborne fleet. This baby was one of the first they leased from the Azadi 7 years back, and even then, she was getting on. The new ones are faster, bigger, slicker, but she'll do just fine for our purposes.
Ist ja nicht so, dass ich arbeitskrank oder arbeitssüchtig wäre. Jeder, der da den Job ausübt, tut das eigentlich nur, um Geld zu verdienen, um leben zu können. Nicht, weil der Job so geil ist.
So you're coming with us?
Coming with you? Wouldn't miss it for the world, Miss Castillo. This is one adventure I'm definitely looking forward to. Besides, you'll need me to fly her for you. She takes some getting used to.
I don't know. I still don't trust a bird without wings. I'm keeping my eyes on you, sister. One wrong move, and bam! You'll feel the wrath of my beak.
Ja, mein Chef hat das auch an Gründen gereicht. Als ich dann erzählt habe, dass ich dann an meinen freien Tagen genau flach lag und mich nicht habe krank gemeldet.
How are we doing?
Just fine. This ship's a real beauty. She basically flies herself. She just needs a tiny nudge now and again, but other than that...
So, Mr. Westhouse?
Call me Brian, please.
Brian, when did you come to Arcadia?
Oh, that was a long, long time ago. Too long. I traveled across the divide in 33. 1933, that is.
What? And you're how old exactly?
Well, I may be getting on, but I'm not that old. No, I got unstuck from time, and I was caught between worlds for a while.
Das ist halt so eine typische Einstellungssache, Hanni, weil ich habe immer die Einstellung, irgendwie von mir das Beste geben zu wollen. Und letztlich auch irgendwie am liebsten mal nur das zu tun, was ich denn auch vermag. Es ist halt immer so eine Sache, ne? Wenn ich arbeite, möchte ich wirklich mein Bestes geben. Gesamtheitlich, so dass das alles gut funktioniert. Da mache ich mir dann halt auch immer ein bisschen den Kopf.
Not a pleasant experience by any measure of things, but I got out and I made a life for myself in Mercuria. I'm never going back to start. And I'm fine with that. I've made peace with my past. Arcadia is my home now.
Nur, dass ich halt nicht in jeder Situation immer gesund und topfit bin, ne? Also das ist halt die andere Sache.
Where in Stark did you come from?
Boston, USA. Back when there was a USA. Hell, back when there was a Boston.
They're still there, both of them. How did you end up here? Are you a shifter?
Most certainly not. I mean, if I was, I would probably have gone back at some point. No, I made my way through the divide by more unconventional means. I'm not that old, mind you. Something happened that got me unstuck from time. It wasn't the best idea I ever had, but still, here I am in good health, and with all my limbs intact. I shouldn't complain.
Have you seen a lot of this world?
I'd say so. When Mercuria was invaded by the Tyrant hordes 10 years ago, I was forced to leave the city. I first traveled east across the Northlands to a place called Irhad, the Sun Empire, and then south across the Great Ocean to the continent called the Southlands. After that, well, there's not much left in this world that I haven't seen. I've even been to the Azadi Empire. But I have to say that I like the Northlands, and Mercuria best of all. It feels like home.
Where did the Azadi come from?
Far west. Almost 10 days' journey by boat. In their airships, however, or cloud ships, it doesn't take many days to cross the ocean.
You've visited their continent?
I've passed through it, so to speak. Their capital, Sadir, is just amazing. It's built across a huge river delta where 6 rivers meet. It's a holy place.
They let you just wander freely through their city?
I passed as a traveler in their lands. It's not closed to outsiders, and as long as you respect the Azadi and their customs, they give you passage. It's such a different culture from what we're used to, but they're an interesting people, and I found my visit to be highly educational. What they're doing in Mercuria, though, it's certainly controversial. On one hand, they brought freedom and peace. On the other hand, they've rounded up the Magicals, stuck them in a ghetto, and God knows what they intend to do with them next.
What are the Tyrant?
They were a barbaric people who lived on the Western Plains. 10 years ago, they invaded Mercuria.
Were?
The Azadi killed them all when they liberated the city. If there are any left, they're few and scattered. The Tyrant took the city during a time of great upheaval, but they didn't hold it long. The Azadi arrived in their ships soon after and drove them out. It's almost frightening how quickly the Tyrant were wiped out. The Azadi showed no mercy.
When do we get to the Dark People's city?
From what our feathered friend said, it'll be another day or so. Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm just feeling a bit restless.
Well, there's not much to do here. You can look around the cabin for a bit, talk to Crow, or take a nap back in the hold. There's a bed there.
Thanks. Maybe I will.
Wonderful. Ich werde jetzt mal diese Situation nutzen. Ich würde mich allerdings als Workaholic bezeichnen. Ich koche furchtbar gerne asiatisch. Okay, Hannibal. Oh nee, Shadows, du warst das. Okay. Ich habe hier gerade schon das Raiden-Fenster offen, weil ich jetzt meinen Stream einmal für heute beenden möchte. Deswegen habe ich da das schlecht lesen können. Ja, schlafen tue ich noch nicht. Shadows, ich kann noch die Nacht durchmachen, da ich ja morgen erst spät aufstehen muss und auch die Nacht wirklich durcharbeiten muss. Also keine Panik. Nur ich denke, das ist jetzt gerade ein guter Zeitpunkt, einen Break zu machen für heute. Und tu Silber-Dinge, genau, die werde ich tun. Ich denke, ich raide uns mal zu Feuermeets. Was haltet ihr davon? Sie spielt Minecraft. Ja, ich raide uns mal zu ihr. Dann könnt ihr euch davon überzeugen. Auf jeden Fall bis gleich und vielen Dank fürs Zusehen und fürs Reinschauen. Ich weiß es noch nicht. Also während der Nachtschichtwoche werde ich auf jeden Fall nicht streamen können. Frühestens wieder am Wochenende. Ja. Dann, man sieht sich vielleicht zwischendurch bei Meta oder sonst wo. Mal gucken. Ciao, ciao.